Good afternoon and welcome to Berry Field as we get ready for the Hondo Owls versus the Lytle Pirates. I'm Jonathan Aiken, joined by Rob Laporte. Good to see you, buddy.
Good evening.
And we are excited to bring you the game action and also welcome everybody who's here for homecoming. It is homecoming game. We've got people from the class of 95 that are here today that are from out of town. We got class of 75. I've seen some shirts that say class of 1970. We got all kinds of reunions going on different years, and we're happy to see some of these faces that we haven't seen in so long. And we're excited to bring you this game. The Owls come in with a record of 5-1, 1-0, and I think you've got a little bit of a little
Yeah,
rap sheet there for Lytle. Why don't you tell me what you've got?
yeah. Lytle's coming into the season, coming into this game 3-3, 0-1 in district. They did lose last week, but looking at the stats, we have played Lytle 23 times, dating all the way back to 1921. Jonathan, on and off, and Hondo has won 22 of those games.
So 22-1.
Yep.
All right. Well, we're going to make sure it goes to 23-1 tonight. That's the plan. Owls looking to go 2-0 in district. We've already had the coin toss. We've already done the national anthem. It is the Owls are going to be kicking off. They're going to be kicking towards the north end zone. They've got if there is there's a little bit of breeze and it's probably at their back.
It was blowing pretty good during the national anthem.
It was, and so the Owls go on defense first. Lytle will be on offense, and we'll get ready to get this game started in just a couple moments. Let me go ahead and thank our sponsors real quick. Z-Smart, Medina Electric Co-op, C&W Fuels, Texan Bank, Medina Regional Hospital, Hondo Anvil Herald, State Farm and Cameron Garcia, and Hermanson Steakhouse. As usual, the freshman, Gabriel Rodriguez, is going to put his foot into it, and there it goes. A nice deep kick going to be taken at the 5-yard line. And he's going to come up the field to about the 15 to the 17. He's going to be taken down right across the 20, maybe the 21. Looked like number 16 was there first. I believe that's Lindell Johnson.
And Cannon Reef on the tackle as well.
Awesome. So we are off. Welcome to Berry Field in Hondo, Texas. It's a beautiful, beautiful Friday afternoon. A little warm today, but it's cooling down nicely as the sun goes down. It's going to be a beautiful, clear night. And we're looking for another Hondo Owl victory. Thank you for joining us. If you can't make it today, you might not have been able to get a seat because this place is going to be packed, and it already is. Yep.
Hard to find a parking spot.
Wouldn't want to have you don't want to have to get here late and sit on the Lytle side. So
Lytle runs more of a spread offense, correct?
yeah, they do. So on first down, they're going to run a pitch, and they run option. And there's a lot of room out there. Number
He's
6
midfield
is
cuts
going
it back.
Number 5, I apologize, and he's going to be taken down inside the 40, down to the 36. Big gain on first down, and as usual, a little bit of a slow start. Typical, honestly, for the Owls, and the option has always been giving us problems this year. They've only. I'm almost surprised there hasn't been a team that just runs option because I bet you we've seen maybe 10 option plays, and every single time it seems like it goes for 20 or 30 yards. So on first down, they get 30, 40, over 40 yards on first down. So first and 10 at the Owl 37. They come out in a spread offense. They've got 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left, and the quarterback is back in the backfield by himself, shotgun formation. They bring a man in motion, the one that just had the long run, and they're going to swing pass out to number 6, or maybe that's 5. No, it's number 6. And he's going to find out that there's a lot of Owls that have a lot that are pretty quick.
He's a good dancer. He was a good dancer.
Yeah, he danced around to a loss of a couple yards. I think the first one to make contact with him was Mason Martinez. So we'll call that a loss of 2, second down and 12.
I know you talked to Coach Templin, and the coach said, what do we expect from this Lytle offense?
You know, they've got a lot of speed and a lot of players that have played on varsity for 3 and 4 years. So it's just a matter of matching their skill. We've got a lot of it too. They hand off on second down to number 5, and he is not going to gain any yardage. Just back to the line of scrimmage at the 39. So that's going to bring up a 3rd and 12. That was number 33 on the tackle.
And that's 21.
Anthony Garza and AJ Knight. So 3rd down and 12. Lytle with the ball. In Owl territory, 3rd down and 12 from the 39-yard line. They come out with 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, 1 back in the backfield next to the quarterback. He's looking to throw. A lot of pressure up the middle. He's going to take off running, and he's going to get some good positive yards. They're going to mark him down at the 31-yard line. He's going to come up 4 yards short, though, so it's going to bring up a 4th and 4.
Rudy Alvarado was putting pressure on him big time.
he had a lot of pressure coming from both sides and did a good job of realizing he was not going to be back there very long, and took it right up the middle. And a couple linebackers were able to bring him down. So 4th down and 4, big play, first big play of the game here. Let's see if we can get a stop and get the Owls back on offense. They're going to come out 5 wide.
5.
2
3
receivers
right.
to the left, 3 to the right. Ball's on the middle of the field. Ball's at the 31-yard line. Quarterback looking towards the sideline to get a play call. Plenty of time, 7 seconds on the play clock. I think they're probably going to use their first time out here. They're letting it run down pretty low, and they do. So first time out by the Lytle Pirates.
What do you think? We're going to go for it or punt here?
Oh, I think you're definitely going for it. You're only on the 31. There's not a whole lot of room to punt. I think I would do something with the Owls showing blitz is what they were showing right there, and they did have a lot of pressure on. I think that's where we're going to have the advantage on the offense and defensive line. I think Lytle's going to get most of their yardage. If they have success, it's going to be outside the tackles. They're going to have to get the ball way outside because right now up the middle it looks like the Owls have the advantage. So I think I would get the quarterback in motion, get him out here to the left or the right where he has the option to run or throw, get that RPO.
Yep.
Because their quarterback and their running back are their best players on their team. So
both very athletic.
So you want to get your athletes in space. So that's probably what I would be trying to do if I was Lytle. And if I'm the Owls, I want to make sure if I do show blitz, I have containment on the ends.
2
so
left,
4th
2
and 4.
right.
They bring a man in motion, and it's a double reverse. And number 6 makes one man miss, makes another man miss, and he's going to get tackled by Mason Barr at the 30.
So we had him stop for a loss, and he broke out of it, and then Mason Barr finished it off.
Great open field tackle, and that's going to be a gain of 1, which is not enough to get the first down. Ball's going to be placed at the 30-yard line, and the Owls are going to take over on offense. So Lytle, nothing doing on their first drive, and now the Owls coming out. See if we can get the kind of start we had last week where we had touched the ball 5 times in the first half, and we scored 5 touchdowns.
One of our best games of the season by far.
It really was.
All right, we got Cade Alvoid here on the left, and we got 3 out on the right.
Yep. And
high snap again.
And looks like it's going to be quarterback keeper. He's going to run it outside.
Nice
he's going to get across the 40, 45. First down. And he's going to get all the way out to the 48-yard line. So nice run of 18 yards on first down on the quarterback keeper. And Alvarez from the 30 all the way out to the 48, 18-yard gain. 1st and 10 for the Owls. Trying to get it across midfield and get it into Pirate territory.
Looks like the same form. No, we got two to the right, 1 left.
Alvarez with the snap, Mason Barr on his right, and he's going to
hand it
to Mason. He drops the ball, can't find it, and he's got it back. So the Owls, little fumble, little miscommunication. It's going to be a loss of about 5 yards, recovered by the offensive lineman there.
Mark Hernandez.
So
a little
miscommunication between Barr and Alvarez, yeah. I think Alvarez was thinking he was giving it to Barr, and it looked like Barr thought Alvarez was keeping it. So loss of 5, 2nd and 15. Alvarez now takes the ball, and he's going to throw, and he's got a man wide open. That's number 6.
He's going to go all the way.
He's at the 10, the 5, and he's going to run away with it.
That's Alex Garcia.
That is Alex Garcia on the it looked like he was just running straight down the field, down the seam.
Wide open.
No, everybody's looking for a run, and the Owls are like, no, we can throw it to you.
Closest defender was 7 yards away.
And it was a great throw by Colton, right on the numbers, and it was just a catch and run, and just like that, the Owls on the board. 7:08 remaining here in the first quarter, 6-0.
Just what we wanted, Jonathan.
Gabriel Rodriguez lining up for the extra point. That's how you bounce back from a negative play. Low snap. It's on the ground. Somebody's got to pick it up. It's still on the ground, and it's going to be recovered by Lytle. So never got to kick that one. That one kind of skipped in, and unfortunately, Crystal Luna wasn't able to pick it up. So 6-0 is our score here early in the first quarter, 7:02.
Probably got a little nerves with being homecoming. I know you talked to Coach Templin about, all right, did we have focus this week with everything going on and all the activities? So.
Right, yeah. If you listen to the coach's show, there's a lot going on. I mean, it's not the same. It's not the same homecoming week that we had when I was in high school. We didn't have a parade that week, and theme days. I don't remember any of that. If they did it, I just don't remember it. I mean, we did mums. I remember that.
Yeah.
And I remember it was a big deal because a lot of people would come back for the reunions, but I don't remember quite this stuff that they do here now. And I know they did theme days when our kids were in school. I remember that.
Yep. They
Um,
won
but
competitions.
and I remember the parades, but I don't. That wasn't something that happened in the '90s. I can tell you that. So anyway, it's a lot different now. So there's so much stuff going on every single day. We had live music over at the Wolves
Yeah.
before the game. I mean,
Jordan
there's
Gunn was
there's
playing.
stuff going all over the place.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Just
it's a
to
little bit.
maintain focus
So
is.
for these 17 and 18-year-old kids to try to be just focused on the football game during this whole week, I don't think that's possible. So it was definitely a challenge for the coaching staff to make sure these kids stay focused because honestly, they're thinking about the big game next week too.
Yep.
So fair catch
We go to
at the 14.
Crystal City next week, right?
We do go to Crystal City. It's going to be a big one. And, Owls want to get through this game, get the victory. But everything's lining up where it looks like it's going to come down to, Crystal City, Jordanton, and Hondo. And Lytle's just trying to say, hey, hold on, we want to be
Yeah.
a part of this too. In the game, you got to
Hold
play
my
the game.
Gatorade and watch this.
You got to play the game. So right now it's 6-0, 6:40 remaining in the first quarter. And Lytle with their second offensive possession will start at the 25. So a fair catch at the 14. Anytime you make a fair catch, it comes out to the 25. So that's where they'll be starting.
2 left, 2 right, man in motion.
And they're going to toss
Pitch
it
it.
to that man in motion. And he's
That's
going to
their
make the first one
playmaker.
miss. And then it's going to be a
Good
really
job.
good open field tackle
Cade
by number
Alvoy.
7.
Cade Alvoy stopped him, and 16 Lindell Johnson came in to help.
And that tackle was right at the line of scrimmage. So no gain. It was a good job by Mason keeping containment. So Mason didn't make the tackle necessarily, but he came up the field and made that running back cut back up. And when he made him cut back up, he by pressuring him back inside, that's where your help is.
Yep.
If he gets to the outside and gets around Mason, there's a lot more room out there. So really good job there, and the good job of filling that hole by Cade to make it a gain of just 3. So second down and 6.
1 left, 2 right, 2 in
And
the
they're going
backfield.
to hand it off to number 1. And he's going to carry a couple Owls
yards.
up to about the 39. I think it's going to be a
3rd and 1.
short 3rd and 1. So
right.
ball's at the 39 on the left hash. 3rd and 1 for the Lytle Pirates. We'll see what they come out with on short yardage situation. They're waiting for their play call.
Looks like number 6 is their playmaker on Lytle, Toby Davila.
So they've got one back in the backfield. They're bringing another one over here on his other side. So 2 backs. And quarterback keeper up the middle. He's going to find a hole. He's got a lot of room. He could go all the way if nobody can catch him.
He's gone.
And he is. There's nobody to catch number 3.
He had a huge hole on the right side. That
He really
took
did. And there
advantage
was no linebacker, no safety. There was nobody on that side. And so just like that, 6-6, Lytle was here to play. A lot of their players did not get to play last week. Had some issues at the at home, and the coaches kind of took some of them out and made them sit out a game. So there's a lot of players who haven't played in 2 weeks who are itching to be on the field, and so I'm expecting a really good effort from them tonight. 6-6 is our score. We got 4 minutes.
4:39.
Why is the clock running on a score?
Kick is up and good.
So 4:36 remaining. 6-6 is our score. 7-6. Did he make that one?
He made it.
Yep. Okay, 7-6 is our score. Sorry, had to give my 2 cents worth
Correct
of
the clock.
Yeah,
Clock was running.
clock shouldn't be running on a score. It should have stopped. So 4:36 remaining. They're going to change it back to 4:44, which is where it should be. 7-6 is our score early in the game, and this now I feel more comfortable.
Yeah, we're behind.
We're behind.
Yeah.
Us scoring first thing. I've been here for 3 years now, and that's not how we roll.
Throws
so
us off our mojo.
yeah, I expect us to be down early so that we can kind of it's like a slap upside the helmet to say,
Yep.
hey, wake up. So
right. Now it's Hondo time. While we're waiting for the kickoff, I do have some volleyball scores. Varsity girls played against Lytle here in Hondo, and they did win in 3 sets. The first set was a nail biter, 31-29.
Oh wow!
After Hondo was up 14-5. And then the last 2 sets were both 25-17. So great job to our ladies across the street. on the volleyball court.
Good job, ladies.
They're happy.
Congratulations on the victory. I'm hoping to have Coach Rod and maybe a couple of the girls on the next coaches show. So I plan to reach out to her and see if we can get a couple of the seniors, maybe the team leaders, and we'll talk to them about the remaining schedule and what they have planned. So Lytle getting ready to kick off now after their score. 7-6 is our score here early in the first quarter. 4:44 remaining.
Got Pope and Barr in the back, ready to receive.
But do they want to kick it to him? That is the question.
And
they do, and we'll find out if that was a mistake. Barr at the 20, looking for a hole, and he's going to get out to the 30. He's going to keep moving. He's going to get out to the 33. And so they will start at the 33-yard line. There's a lot of blocking going on all the way to the last whistle. I keep making sure we don't see any laundry on the field. We haven't had a flag yet, so.
Yet. And what kind of defense do we expect from Lytle tonight?
They typically run the same defense that we do, where you have an odd front, 4 on the front, usually sometimes 3, but they're not going to – it's not usually an even front. So we'll just see if they do run that 3-4, which is, like I said, very similar to what we run. So they see a lot of that in practice. So the Owls with put Mason Barr in motion this time, and it's a quarterback keeper, and he's going to run it up the middle, and he's going to find a nice hole, going to get 9 yards.
Looks like their cornerbacks have a height advantage over our receivers as well. We saw some huge guys at Cole last week. But
yeah, size does not matter when it comes to football. So sometimes it does, but not in this particular case. The Owls have faced a couple opponents that have been larger than they have, and we placed against some pretty big boys against Uvalde too, and they would run that all beef package, and we didn't have a problem stopping it.
So
high snap, quarterback keeper up the middle, and he's going to get the first down. He's going to take a pretty good hit.
It was a pretty good lick.
But he's going to pop right back up, and that's going to move the chains, move it up to the 45-yard line.
Good run by Alvarez.
Yep.
Oh. Right at just we're at the 45, yeah.
Yeah, the 45-yard line. Ball is right in the middle of the field. And 1st and 10 for the Owls as the clock goes inside 3.5 minutes.
Garcia to the right.
That's Kyron Rodriguez over here on the left.
And
high snap and a quarterback keeper again. He's going to run up the middle.
He's
got some room. He's at the 40. He's at the 35 to 30, the 25 to 20, the 15, the 10, the 5, and
what's he going to say?
He's in. That's a touchdown.
Nice.
Boy, it was close, but he got that ball across the goal line and a 55-yard run by the quarterback.
Good job, Colton. Yeah, the Lytle defender turned on the gas at the very end and got the tackle, but it was
he got to him at about the 5-yard line, and he was able to just keep his feet long enough to extend that ball over the goal line for the touchdown. It looks like the Owls are going to go for 2 here. 12-7 is our score. That's how you answer a touchdown, is by coming right back and scoring one yourself. So empty back formation. They bring Mason in motion. Hand it off to Mason, and he's going to walk. He's going to flip into the end zone. Wow!
Landed on his back.
He jumped over the defender and did a somersault. He almost did the full flip, and it looked like he could have.
He did his pole vault without the pole.
Yeah. What was funny is the guy that he jumped over was probably close to 6 foot tall.
Yeah.
And he cleared him by a foot.
Maybe he should try a high jump this year.
I'm telling you, he flipped right over him. That was crazy.
That was a great run by Mason. So we're back up to 14 now.
Yeah, 14-7. Don't know that the flip was necessary, but we appreciate it.
And
the crowd,
we like Mason's excitement.
The crowd, everybody up in the press box was like, "Oh, that was."
I'm sure coach is telling him, "Hey, let's not land on our back, though."
Yeah, if you're gonna flip, do the flip. You can land on your feet, but. So if that would have been done at the pool, we would have all been like, "Oh, that would have been the biggest splash award." So 14-7 is our score.
So Jonathan, before the bye week, we high snaps kind of plagued us. We've seen a few high snaps tonight. They haven't hit the ground yet, but we've seen a few so far.
It's last week it was cleaned up. It was really nice. Colton is a pretty big guy, our quarterback, and so to snap it over his head, you're going to have to really put it up there. They've been a couple of them just above his head. Just above his helmet. He's having to reach up just a little bit. Hopefully we'll get that cleaned up. But right now, 14-7, 3:13 remaining here in the first quarter. waiting for the kick, and looks like it could be a high-scoring affair. We'll see who makes the adjustments. It's always a chess game, you know. So we'll see what Lytle brings, and then Coach will counter with it, and we'll see if Lytle can counter back.
And you know Lytle is just hyped up because they want to ruin Hondo's homecoming,
Of
right?
course,
When you
anytime you're
are
a
a
part of a homecoming game, you want to make sure you ruin it if it's somebody else's. Completely agree.
Here comes the kickoff.
And
That's a good kick.
nice deep kick is going to be taken at the 3-yard line, and they're going to bring it out. He's got some room over here to the side.
That's their playmaker,
Somebody's got
number
to get out to
6.
him, and he's going to go out of bounds at about the 39-yard line.
Chased out by Kyron Rodriguez. All right, so he's starting, what about I think you just said 39-yard line, right?
Yeah, I think they marked it at the 39. Still no flags in the game.
Knock on wood.
So the Owls defense is ready to see if they can make a stop. They are 1 for 2. They stopped them on the opening drive. The second drive, Lytle was able to take down for a score. Lytle finds himself down for the second time, 14-7. And the Owls looking to see if they can get a stop and then maybe extend this lead.
Lytle does have some speed, so if they have an opening, they're going to take advantage of it. We have seen the Jets turned on.
So Lytle comes out with the ball on the right hash, shotgun formation. He's got 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left to the wide side. Brings that back in motion, and he's going to fake the handoff.
Pitch.
It's going to be a handoff up the middle, and it's going to be a loss of 1. Nice tackle there by Tapia, number 24. Andrew Tapia with a really good tackle there. A 1-yard loss. They fake the end around and hand it to the back, and he loses yards. So second down and 11. Good start to this drive for the Hondo Owls defense.
2:17 left in this first quarter.
And so on second down, Lytle comes out. Shotgun formation again. Most of these high schools will run a shotgun formation. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Same formations. At this time, they bring the receiver in motion from the left. They fake the handoff. It's going to be quarterback keeper.
He's stopped in the back.
And he is going to be stopped
got 56
right at the line of scrimmage. And that's actually the first one there was Weimer's.
55. Yeah.
So Colton Weimer's was right there. Liston Blanks was right there. And so was Sherrell's Maxey. Good job by the defense. First one there was Weimer's. He didn't fall for the fake. They tried a little bit of misdirection there. It didn't work.
3rd and 11.
So big stop there. Let's see if we can get a big stop. This is not 4-down territory at this position, I wouldn't think. So we can get a stop here, maybe force a punt and have the ball, see if we can extend this lead. Okay, first, we got to stop them on 3rd down. 3rd down and 11, shotgun formation, 2 receivers to the left. They bring the slot receiver in motion, fake the handoff. Quarterback's looking to throw. He's under some pressure. Wide open is number 6, their big receiver, and that's going to be a first down at about the 47-yard line.
He was wide open, Jonathan.
Yeah, he really was. That was number 6, and he has that is Toby Diavola.
Yeah, that quarterback rolled left. He's a right-hander, and just kind of pitched it over our defender.
Yeah, somebody lost containment or lost. Maybe it's possible whoever had the flats came up to make a stop on the quarterback, and when he left that receiver, it left him wide open. So 1st and 10. Ball's going to be inside the 50 now, so they've got the ball inside Owl territory at the 47. This is the 3rd time they've been down here. Let's see if we can get a stop. 1st and 10. Defense looking to try to make a stop. They bring number 6 back in motion. They're going to hand it off to him, and he's going to get
met. There we go.
Way back in the backfield. That is Liston Blanks.
That was a beautiful
and that
tackle.
was he almost took the handoff, and that is a loss of 6 yards. Great job by Liston.
He was in there before the running back was.
So 2nd down and 16. Ball's back on Lytle's side of the 50, back at the 47 after that 6-yard loss on the handoff. And this will probably be the last play of the first quarter as the clock gets under 30 seconds.
20 seconds on the play clock.
Yeah, 2nd down and 16. 2 receivers to each side. Quarterback's talking to his running back sitting on his left side. Shotgun formation. It's going to be quarterback keeper, and he's not going to get a whole lot. Just up to the 50-yard line. So a gain of 3 for the last play of the first quarter, and they will come out at the 50-yard line with a 3rd and 13 when we start the second quarter. Clock inside 5 seconds. Not expecting them to rush out there and snap the ball. And that'll
We'll
be the last play of
flip
the
the
first
field.
quarter. So 14-7 is our score at the end of one. We've got a 3rd and 13 when we get back. And Coach Templin letting a couple players know about a missed assignment. And I like that. I like when he gets fired up. He's most of the time when you look down on our sideline, everybody's pretty chill. But not at this moment. That's kind of cool.
20 years ahead of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know if you could hear Jeff Berger over the loudspeaker, but in the south end zone, we have members of the class of 1975 from Hondo High School being recognized. That's
Hey
awesome.
Jeff,
There's probably
are
about
they
20 of
running
them down
down to
there.
the other end zone or no? The class of
They're going to do the burger run. They're the burger run. Yeah.
so
Oh, that's pretty cool. So we got members of the
I,
class of 75 and then
I
Jonathan's class here tonight too.
I'm just saying I thought they should have run from one end zone to the other. I don't. What's the problem?
I think they should all
You
be
know,
burgers for the burger run.
I think they should. So,
All right,
class of
we are
1975, thank you guys for showing up. So, 3rd
third
down
and
and 13 as we get ready for the first play in the second quarter. They got 5 receivers. He's looking. He's going to throw it deep,
wide
and
open
he
again.
finds the same guy wide open. Number, is it 6 or 5? I can't tell.
That's a 5.
That's actually number 5. So, that's his 2 playmakers. You got to find 5, you got to find 6.
But he's wide open again.
And that's going to be a first down, a pitch and catch. Nobody around him, so I can't tell you who had the defender.
We got to make some adjustments. I'm sure Coach Templin is writing that down in his notebook.
Well, what they're doing is they're sending the wide receivers down the field, and then they're sending a back out of the backfield out into the flat, and nobody's got the back. So we just got to figure out who's supposed to cover that. If it's a linebacker, if it's a safety, somebody's got to have them, and we'll figure it out. 14-7, first down and 10 on that completion of 17 yards. They've got the ball down at the 33-yard line.
Low snap on the ground.
Quarterback's
He's
running
scrambling.
around, looking
Pressure
to throw
by
it.
Barr. He throws it out of bounds.
And it was a really good effort there by the twirler from the band in Lytle in the front row.
In the red dress.
Yeah.
Good target. Good target.
Yeah.
But Barr had excellent
and when I
pressure
say
on him.
excellent effort, I mean she did a really good job of getting out of the way. That ball was going to. So 2nd down and 10, a lot of pressure on the quarterback there. It looked like a broken play. Once that ball hit the ground on the low snap, it kind of threw the rhythm off, and the quarterback looked like he was going to be running for his life and got rid of the ball, just threw it away. 2nd down and 10. Ball's at the 33-yard line.
Smart decision, throw it away because Barr was about to hammer him.
Yeah, he was. 2nd down and 10, they come out with the spread formation again. 2 receivers to each side. Ball's on the right hash. Looking to throw it on first down, and they throw it over the middle, and that's going to be incomplete. Good defense there. Can't see who that is. Is that 16? I believe it is.
It was 16.
So that's Lindell Johnson, who made contact with the receiver or right when the ball got there. So knocked the ball incomplete. 3rd down and 10. Ball again at the 33-yard line. We have a score of 14-7 here in the second quarter. 11 minutes, 17 seconds to go. This is the 3rd long 3rd down that they've had on this drive, and unfortunately, we have not been able to stop them just yet. The passing game for the Lytle Pirates has been pretty good, and unless they get a play in here really quick, it looks like they're going to use another timeout. And they do. So the 2nd timeout going to be used by the Lytle Pirates. A little surprising based on the second quarter just starting, but I guess he wants to make sure he gets a good play call in on 3rd and 10, and whatever it was, maybe his guys need a breather, and that's
plenty of time on the clock. And he let that play clock. They just stood there for 23 seconds.
I agree. It took a long time to get the play in, and I think that's what the coach thought too. I think he said, you know what, you don't even have the play called yet. It's down to 10 seconds on the play clock, so let's go ahead and just take a timeout. And that gives us a chance to take a timeout as well and thank all of our sponsors, because we wouldn't be able to share this game with you if it wasn't for them. So we want to thank Z-Smart. We want to thank Medina Electric Co-op, C&W Fuels, Texan Bank, Medina Regional Hospital, Hondo Anvil Herald, State Farm and Cameron Garcia, and Herman Son Steakhouse. Thank you to all of our sponsors who let us do this and enjoy our second jobs. I wish this was just my first job. That'd be really good. But our second job, and we enjoy it. We love doing it, and we're excited to bring you the games.
Yes.
So we have homecoming here in Hondo Berry Field. We've got 3rd down and 10. Owls looking to try to make a stop here. Ball's at the Owl 33. Lytle trying to get this game tied back up. Look for a pass here. They bring number 6 in motion, number 6 and 5. Those are the guys they
Pitch
like.
it to 6.
Pitching it to
He wants
6.
to throw it.
He does. He's going to throw it up in the
Pretty
air. He's
wobbly
going to
pass
throw it out of bounds. A really nice catch
by the ball boy.
by the ball boy.
Number 44.
And so that ball had no chance. 3rd down and 10. They tried to do a trick play, and it didn't trick anybody.
4th down.
4th and 10. Owls looking to get a stop here, get the ball back, and see if we can get another score. 14-7 is the score right now. Owls on top.
Taking their time getting a play call.
They got 20 seconds still on the play clock. Waiting for that play. Probably need to get it going, though, now. We're down to 10 seconds on the play clock, and they're going to come out 2 receivers to the right and
3 left.
3 left. They are taking their time getting set.
Empty backfield. 1
And there's
second
a
left
snap.
on the play clock. They are
Yeah.
chunking it. Jump.
That ball's out of bounds. He doesn't even have the ball in his hands.
He was out of bounds.
What in the world? They're saying it was a catch down at the 3-yard line, but
Would love to see instant replay on that.
yeah, it did not look like he was in bounds, nor did it look like he even caught the ball. When he bounced back up, he didn't even have the ball in his hands. So they're going to mark it down at the 3-yard line, 1st and goal. That's what they're saying.
Ball had a lot of air under it, and I know our defender, number 6.
Well, even the guy who bounced back up, he was upset that he didn't catch it. And then the ref said catch, and he was like, yeah. So the only person who was more surprised was the receiver. That's not good. So 1st down and goal at the 3-yard line. Let's see what the Owls can do. They bring number 6 in motion. They're going to fake the
5.
pitch, hand it to 5, and he's going to lose about 4 yards.
He's upended by number 55.
That's Sherrell's Maxey with a really good tackle. And they're going to mark it all the way back at the 8-yard line. So a loss of 4. It might even be almost touching the 9. So a loss of 4, 2nd down and 8. Owls with a great play on 1st down. Let's see if we can push them back a little further. 2nd down and goal from the 8-yard line. Got to say, Lytle was not showing a lot of pep in their step when it comes to getting a play in and getting to the line. Everybody's walking really slow.
They've been taking their time, letting that play clock get all the way down.
Yeah, they do. So here's the snap, and they're going to hand
number
it off.
1,
And he's going to be
pancaked by 4 Owls.
really good tackle there by number 74. Rudy Alvarado was the first one to grab onto him. You are not going to carry Rudy for yardage. If Rudy jumps on your back, you're on the ground. That's just how it's going to be.
Rudy just bear hugged it.
Rudy grabbed him around the shoulders and jumped on top and said, "This is where the ride ends," and it did.
3rd and 8.
3rd down, and the ball's now at the 10-yard line. So they lost 2 yards on that play. So 3rd down and goal. They've got to score a touchdown, or they can try to kick a field goal.
I did see their kicker doink it in practice.
Okay, well, let's find out what happens here. First, we got to get through this play. 3rd down and 10. They've gone backwards 2 times in a row.
Again, slow play calls.
And the coach is going to use
timeout.
his 3rd timeout. So we have 9 minutes and 33 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter, and the Lytle Pirates are out of timeouts. What I'm seeing, Rob, is it feels like Lytle's already getting winded.
Yeah,
and
they're wanting to go to half.
Yeah, and we've still got 9 minutes to go in the 2nd quarter. So while they may have some playmakers and they may have some speed, what they may not realize they don't have is the stamina. I mean, we've used 3 timeouts and we've just barely played 1 quarter.
Yeah.
There are no more timeouts for them. If they are tired, they're going to be taking a 5-yard penalty.
Except for the new 2-minute timeout.
That's true. But I'm just saying, they can't stop the clock at will.
Nope.
So they're going to have to find a way to not only get a score here, but they need to find a way to keep the energy level up because they're looking a little tired to me. They look a step slow, even though they were able to somehow complete that pass for it was really a jump ball and did not look like it was completed in bounds.
Pass.
Yeah, they definitely looked incomplete. But regardless of that one play, they've gone backwards twice, and now they got to get 10 yards and get into the end zone. So let's see what they do here.
3 left.
They come
2
5
right.
receivers.
Empty backfield.
Here comes the quarterback. Snap. He's looking to throw, obviously, on 1st down. He's trying, looking. It's going to be incomplete. That stops the clock with 9:28 remaining, and it's going to be 4th down and goal from the 10-yard line.
Decision time. Do they have a kicker or not?
Here they come. Definitely looks like they might be bringing out another squad. Let's see.
Okay.
I'm still looking for it. There is their kicker,
There's
number
kicker.
66. He's the one that had the extra. He was kicking the extra point, and he also kicked off earlier. Ball's going to be placed at the 17-yard line. So you're looking at a 27-yard field goal, not a long one. And there's a snap, the hold, the kick is up, and it is wide right.
Wide right.
So the Owls will take over, and the
Okay.
ball should be placed, I believe, where the kick was kicked from. I don't think they get it at the.
They're discussing it.
Let's see. I'm waiting to see where they place the ball. I thought it may not, maybe not in high school, but I thought it was from where the ball was kicked. But I haven't seen the ball placed yet, so I'm still waiting, and so is everybody else. I know the ball's.
Umpire's holding it there at the 20.
It's either going to be the 10 or the 17.
And the 20.
Really? Okay.
10, 17, but let's go with the 20.
Sure. Let's round up. So the Owls will take over
They're
at
like,
the
well,
20-yard
we missed
line.
that call on the
Yeah.
other end.
So we're going to take over at the 20-yard line. First down. They're going to hand it off to Mason.
Barr cuts
who's
back
going
left.
to make a nice cut.
He's got a wide
out to
open
the 30,
hole.
The 35, the 40, the 45,
He's got a chance.
the 50,
He's
the
got
40,
a chance.
the 30. He makes a man miss,
Nice,
and
down
he's going to go down
25.
at, where are they going to mark it?
26.
The 26-yard line.
That was a great run.
There's a flag all the way back at the line of
No.
scrimmage. Sheesh.
No. First flag of the game.
And it's holding on the Owls. Didn't see it, and it was such a fast handoff this direction that I'm really surprised. If it was something on the backside, it had nothing to do with the game, with the play.
Because he ran like about 15 yards due west and then cut south and found the opening. Unfortunately, we got called for holding.
So take that big run off the board, give Mason a chance to catch his breath, hopefully.
So now we're back to the 10.
Yeah, now we're back where it probably should have been to begin with. So first down and 20. We'll redo first down again. And the Owls just looking for a challenge. So we got one. First down and 20 at the 10-yard line. They bring Tapia in the backfield now. And Colton Alvarez takes a snap.
Hands it off.
Fakes the handoff. He's throwing it on first down. He throws it to Kyron Rodriguez, number 3.
Faked me out.
With a nice catch, and that's going to get the ball back up to probably where the line of scrimmage should have been to start with, the 17. So we thought it was going to be at the 10. We thought it was going to be at the 17. They gave it to us at the 20. We had a penalty, then went back to the 10, and now we've got the ball at the 17. So second down and 13. Did I cover everything there? I think I did, Rob.
But we still got 13 yards to go.
We still got 13 to go. So on the completion, Mason back in now. Second down and 13. 2 receivers to the right, 2 receivers to the left.
Mason and Colton are still discussing the play.
Yes, they are. No safety. They're showing
Colton's
blitz.
going to throw it.
He's looking to throw it deep. He's got a man there.
Beautiful.
Nice catch.
Go. Oh. Cade Alvoy.
No, he's down right there at the 30.
It was a beautiful, put it right in the basket. And then number 9 on Lytle got the shoestring tackle on Cade, else he would have been in the end zone. Got him right at the 30-yard line.
Nice catch by Cade Alvoy. He laid it out perfectly for him. It was a really good throw by Colton Alvarez. And now the Owls down all the way to the 32-yard line.
Let's go. Just strike while they're tired.
I agree. And we got 30, we got 18, that's 48 plus 3. That was a 51-yard pass completion for first down.
That was a really solid throw by
It was
Colton.
a really good throw. I don't even think he realized the defender was behind him because he kind of was like, is this a walk-in? So on first down, they're going to hand it off to Mason. He's got some room. Nice stiff arm.
Gets the corner.
Gets the first down, goes all the way down to the 19-yard line and makes the defender look a little bit silly with a little shimmy and a stiff arm.
And a little shake.
Yeah, and don't forget Mason did get invited to be in the All-Star game in San Antonio, so he's going to get to play in the Alamo Dome at the end of the year. We're hoping that's way, way, way after a few playoff games, but we're excited for him to be selected. That's a big deal. So first and 10 for the Owls after that first down run. And they hand it to Mason again, who's going to get out wide. Makes a man miss, gets to the 15, to the 10. It's going to be a first down and goal. Let's see where they mark him.
Looks like the 7. Yep, 7-yard line.
7-yard line. So another nice run of 13 back-to-back 12 and 13-yard first down runs for Mason. He's going to take a break. They're going to bring in Andrew Tapia.
First and goal at the 7. And again, we were moving from north to south.
And I take it back. Mason's going to stay in. It looks like they might go Wildcat.
Yep.
So
Colton's out wide right.
Colton goes to receiver. Mason goes to running back. He's got Andrew Toppy on his right. He's got Weimers there too to block. And he's
He
going
just
to
jukes
fake and
left.
go the other way. And he's going to go into the end zone for the
Okay,
touchdown.
he's in. You don't have to tackle him. Awesome.
Mason Barr with the touchdown, 20-7. And that's what we're talking about, extending that lead. 7:21 remaining here in the second quarter.
He is so fun to watch.
Man, he really is. He makes a lot of defenders look foolish, doesn't he?
He just kind of
He has
sat
another
back there
gear,
with that
too.
ball and let the play happen, and then he just kind of said, "All right, I'm going left," and then just cruise right in.
So pinning the extra point here. Let's see. Snap, hold, kick up and
Looks
right
good.
down the middle. That's how we do it.
Right
21
into
to 7.
Maggie's popcorn.
Yeah. Don't forget to stop and get your popcorn from Maggie. I got my bag right here.
Well, we got some air time here. Wanted to just remind our community about the Hondo Band. Tomorrow they will be performing here at Berryfield at 5:45. This is for UIL Regional. They're looking for their, I believe, 37th consecutive Division I ranking. And if they earn that, not only do they get to ring the bell at the north end zone, they get to move on to area competition in Beeville in 2 weeks. And with the hopes of also getting Division I down in or earning their ticket to state on November 12th.
And we have heard the band. They sound really good. If you want to listen to them today, you're going to have to wait till after the game
That's
because they're
right.
going to be doing their performance after the game, a little practice routine before tomorrow's big contest. And as we are speaking about other things going on, remember Hondo's got, I think, Oktoberfest going downtown
That's
tomorrow
right.
night. I know there's going to be a lot of class reunions that are going to be celebrated across Hondo in different areas. And if I didn't mention this, I would just be a bonehead. I got to wish happy anniversary to my wife.
There you go. I was waiting for
And
that.
thank you, honey, for letting me call a football game on our anniversary. We're not at dinner. We're not going dancing. We are just, she's waiting at home, and I'm over here calling Hondo out football game. And I appreciate her letting me do it. But 27 years ago, there was a 500-year flood in San Antonio, and God sent her that warning right there. Hey, what are you doing? And she still married me. So I'm
And
very,
I'm
very
glad she
blessed.
did because
I'm very, very
I
blessed.
got a great son-in-law out of it. So
All right, here's the kick down to the 11-yard line. It's going to be taken there up to the
number
20,
6,
25. He's going to run sideways, makes a couple guys miss, and he's going to be taken down at the
31.
31-yard line.
Yep. A lot of running. He went east-west.
He
Or
did. He was
west-east, excuse me.
tackled by number 4, Philip Cranfield. So Lytle will take over there down 14, 21 to 7, 7:10 remaining here in the second quarter. Let me thank our sponsors one more time. Z's Mart, and don't forget they've got that really good boba out there. I need to go get me some frozen yogurt or maybe go get me some of that boba.
Maybe they could deliver.
I would think, if you're listening, Z's Mart, and you wanted to bring a couple glasses up here to the press box,
We're not going to complain.
you could hear us drinking it. We could be talking about it the whole time. I mean, just a thought.
Free advertising.
I'm
That's all we're
thinking.
saying.
So Z's Mart, Medina Electric Co-op, C&W Fuels, Texan Bank, Medina Regional Hospital, Hondo Amber Herald, State Farm in Cameron Garcia, and Hermanson Steakhouse. Thank you, guys. Swing pass on first down to number 5. He's going to
Good
be
tackle.
tackled right at the line of scrimmage by number 30.
And 21. 24 and 21 on the tackle.
That would be Andrew Tapia, and that'd be A.J. Knight. Really good team tackle there. And A.J. Knight did a really good job of coming off of his blocker to assist on that tackle. That's going to be no gain, second down and 10 on that swing pass to the left.
Remember, Lytle has no timeouts. The clock is running, 6:40 left in the second quarter.
And when you don't have
got an
timeout,
injury.
you have cramps or an injury, so you can stop the clock.
That is one way. We forgot to mention that one.
Yeah, hopefully that's not an on purpose, but one of the players dropped down in the huddle and might be cramping, so they're going to take a timeout, an injury timeout, and we'll go from there. So 21 to 7 is our score. 6:40 remaining here in the second quarter. Rob, anything that you've noticed that we should share with our listeners as we've gone through a quarter and a half?
I think we're playing good ball, Jonathan. I think we still got to settle down a little bit more, clean up a few things, but Hondo's come to play for sure, and Lytle is coming to wreck homecoming. I've noticed really Lytle's got what are two playmakers, number 5 and number 6, but I think our defense is stepping up. As long as we can contain them, not fall for the option play, I think defense is going to keep Lytle from scoring.
No, I agree. I think they've got two or three players, 5, 6, and the quarterback, I think, is number 3. And those are the three you just got to keep an eye on. I haven't seen anybody else who has even touched the ball. So those are the three guys. And it's tough when you only have a couple. I feel like the Owls have so many weapons. It's
Mhm.
how do you stop if you want to focus on Mason, then you've got Colton and you've got his receiving core that he's not afraid to throw to, even the freshman, and not to mention Andrew Tapia had a huge game last week.
Yes,
I
he
think he
did.
rushed for over 130 yards, scored a couple times. I mean, there's just too many weapons. You can't focus on just one. So here on second down, quarterback keeper up the middle. He's going to take a pretty good lick after a gain of 2 yards. So second down and make it third down and 8. Tackled there by Andrew Tapia.
And our weapons come from all classes too. We're not all seniors and juniors that are our weapons. We
I
have
agree.
really good freshmen and sophomores playing on this team, and they've proven that they deserve to be here.
In fact, when we did the coin toss, the entire senior class was part of the captains,
Yeah.
and it was only 12 of them.
Yep.
There's a lot of Hondo Owls on the sideline that are a huge part of this team, and only 12 of them are seniors. So third down and 8. This is a big stop here, not 4 down territory, I wouldn't think. They bring number 6 in motion into the backfield again, and they fake the
Fake it.
handoff to
Gonna
him.
throw.
Quarterback's
He's
looking to
got
throw,
pressure, and
and
he's gonna throw it out.
he throws it out of bounds. Nice catch there by the coach.
Is that Coach Quails? I believe that was Coach Quails with the catch.
And that ball thrown out of bounds. It's going to bring our first punt of the ball game, fourth down and 8. A lot of pressure on the quarterback that
Yep.
time. I didn't notice. I know Rudy.
74 was on him.
Yeah, I thought it was Rudy Alvarado that was
Yep.
providing the pressure. Did a really good job. And so on fourth and 8, the Owls now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Looking for the 11th Owl.
We got 5:49 left in the game.
I only got 10 Owls on the field. 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's the 11. Okay, we got 11.
Mason back there ready to receive. I'd really love to see him return one right here before half.
Wouldn't that be cool? 5:49 remaining here in the second quarter. There's the snap. And
Ooh,
they might have got a piece of it.
Mason's going to just stay away from it.
Might have got a piece of it. There was a lot of pressure on that punt.
That ball
And
had a lot of
I
side spin on it.
I thought number 3, Kyron Rodriguez, might have got a hand on it, or maybe even Lindell, because that ball looked like it came off sideways.
Kind of looked like the Aflac duck.
Yeah, and as soon as it landed, it kicked forward. So good job there by Kyron Rodriguez to get a part of that. Just a little hand on that ball and keep it from going very far. Falls harmlessly to the ground at about the 40 and spins backwards Hondo's direction. And the Owls will take over
Good field
at the
position.
42-yard line, first and 10. 21-7 is our lead. Looking to extend it. Let's get a nice big
Yeah.
lead and make this a comfortable homecoming for everybody. So on first and 10, they come out with 2 receivers to the left and 1 to the right. He's got Mason on his left side. He's faking. He's looking to throw. He's
Pulls
under
it
a little bit
down.
of pressure.
Going to throw it again.
Does
Wide
find a
open number 7, Cade Alvoit.
and Cade is
Cade
going
is.
to keep his feet for a
He's
moment.
trying. Oh, that kind of seemed like an unnecessary hit, but
Well, he never went to the ground, so Cade with a catch down all the way to the 24-yard line. He was kind of being held up on the ground before he was finally taken down there at the 24.
he had one leg that was caught up in the defender, and that defender was not giving up on it.
I agreed. So there's a 26 plus 8. That's a 34-yard gain on first down. So the Owls now threatening to get down into the blue zone. They've got the ball at the 24-yard line, first and 10, clock almost inside 5 minutes. They put Weimers in motion. They're going to hand it off to Mason, who follows his block. He cuts up
finds
the
us
middle,
all.
inside the 10, down
Yep.
to the 7-yard line.
We're in the blue zone. Nice run by Mason.
Mason up the middle from the 25.
Just found that other gear again.
An 18-yard gain is going to give us first and goal at the 7, I believe.
You know Mason's itching to get another one.
Well, they're bringing in what I would like to think is more of a jumbo package. Let's see what they do.
Nope. Then call Tapia back.
They bring in two tight ends, so now they've got number 33, Anthony Garza, and number 42, Colton Weimers in. Run a tight bunch.
Back
Hand
to
it off to Barr, who spins gets it up to
again.
the 5-yard line. Good open field tackle there.
All right, we got just shy of almost 4:15 on the clock now.
And we're at second down and goal. Don't see Mason tackled for only a 1-yard loss very often.
Mason's coming off the field.
He's not happy about coming off. He wants to score.
Tapia's in. We got Kate Alvoit left. And we got Alex Garcia right.
Handed off to Tapia
Tapia.
up the middle. He's going to get to the 5-yard line, possibly inside of it. Let's see where they mark him. They mark him at the 5-yard line. So bring 3rd down and goal. Mason's going to come back into the game. Let's see if they go Wildcat again.
Yep.
We haven't gone Wildcat on this particular drive.
Colton is wide right. Alvoit left.
Yep. So 3rd down and goal. Definitely 4-down territory, I believe, Rob. I think if we didn't get it in here.
Yeah.
But I'm expecting a touchdown right here. Let's see what they do. Mason takes the snap. He's going to follow it up the middle.
Who puts his head down?
Instead of going to the hole, he just runs into somebody. He wasn't trying to avoid him.
No,
he wanted to put
like a bull with horns was going to hook him.
Yep.
And that's kind of what he did.
And I think it's going to mark it down at the 1 or the 2-yard line. Let's see. It's just touching the 1. So 4th down and goal. I think you do the same thing, and everybody gets a big push. And Mason's going to get in, I believe.
Yep, we got a signal here. Touchdown.
So touchdown from the 1 for Mason.
The plow horse. That was great.
Yeah, good job.
It was
close. He didn't get 5 yards into the end zone, but he crossed the line, and that's all they needed on 4th down.
They were waiting for him.
27-7 is our score. Mason Barr into the end zone, and let's pending the extra point. Extra point, besides that low snap on the very first one, has been really solid the last couple of weeks. I think he was 7 for 7 last week.
Yep. Since the bye week, he's been dead on.
There's a snap, a little low. He gets his foot into it. I think he got it through. He did.
Maggie's getting hit on the head again.
That was a good job there by Crystal Luna. That snap again kind of skipped in, but he was able to corral it, get it down, and we were able to get that kick through the upright. So 28-7 with 2:52 remaining here in the second quarter. We've got a great start to the game.
This is a great way to go into halftime with your homecoming game up 28-7.
We'll get some other scores of some other games here shortly to you. I know Crystal City is playing down in Poteet, which means Jourdanton is probably at Cole, and we'll get some of those district games and some of the other local games to you as well.
Got some right here. Carrizo Springs is over Memorial 14-0 in the second. Jourdanton is putting it to Cole 32-6. Pleasanton is up on Fredericksburg 14-0. Cotulla 6, Natalia 0. Divine and Pearsall 0-0, says still in the first. Crystal City leading Poteet 21-0 in the second. Blanco's up on Thrall 26-0.
So if everything stays as it is looking right now, the Owls and the Crystal City Javelinas will be both undefeated in district when they go play in Crystal City next Friday.
Lavernia's losing 16-7 to Bay City.
Here's the kick by number 26. Nice high falls
kick.
Down at the 21-yard line.
Bounces
and
right
number
to
1 runs out to the right side before he is taken down as he crosses the 30, taken down by number 3. That's Kyron Rodriguez, who takes his legs out from underneath him, and the ball will be placed at the 34-yard line. 1st and 10 with 2:39 remaining. Lytle has no more timeouts, but they do have the 2-minute warning or the 2-minute timeout coming up shortly. That's the only way they'll stop the clock. It'll be kind of interesting to see, though. The Owls have owned the last 2 minutes of ball games in the first half and the end of games. They've done a lot of scoring there. So it'll be kind of interesting to see if the Owls can make a stop on 1st and 2nd down. Do they maybe use their timeouts and see if they can get one more series and maybe one more touchdown before halftime? Remember, the Owls started on defense, so they will get the ball first in the 3rd quarter. On 1st down, the quarterback's going to roll out. He's going to find his running back, who's going to run up for a 1st down and run out of bounds.
1st down and stops the clock.
Yeah, a little pitch and catch. Seen a lot of that. Little throws to the running back, number 5 and number 6. And they've been open in the flats. Nobody's getting beat deep, but those little flat passes have been open and have been very successful so far for Lytle. So first down and 10, balls at the at the Lytle 44, and he's going to roll out this time the opposite direction. He's looking for
Ooh,
the same receiver.
he had him. He had him, but he went in and out of his hands. Number 6, their playmaker.
Yep, that's the guy they like to look for.
He was being
Number 6.
covered by Kate Alvoit. Just noticed, Jonathan, their quarterback is left-handed as well.
I thought there was something I liked about him. So second down and 10. Ball's at the Lytle 44.
2:27 left.
Clock stops on an incomplete pass. So they come out with 5 receivers, 3 to the short side, 1 to the wide side, and they are looking for that short pass. It is not
Nothing
open.
there.
Quarterback
tuck it.
maybe looking to throw.
Scanning the
Now he's
field.
looking to run.
Got pressure.
He's finding a lot of pressure.
Barr got on him.
That didn't even cross the line of scrimmage. Where's the intentional grounding?
There
It
we
did
go.
not cross the line of scrimmage.
Coach is signaling. Coach is signaling.
Hey, where's the...
They put so much pressure on him. He threw that back at like the 25-yard line, and the ball did not cross the line of
No,
scrimmage.
it landed at the 42-yard line.
Mason Barr jumped about 5 yards to
Where's
hit
the
quarterback.
flag?
There it is.
Thank you.
Excellent.
So let's go over the play. We were just waiting to see a flag. They've just called intentional grounding. So the quarterback's running around back and forth. It almost looks like a backyard football game. And tons of owls are pressuring him, and he throws the ball away. He ran so far backwards. He ran all the way back to his own 25 before he threw the ball. They had the ball at the 44. He had to throw it 20 yards just to get it across the line of scrimmage. And when he tried to throw the ball away off of his back foot, it just barely crossed the 40.
Well,
There was no receivers, and the ball didn't cross the line of scrimmage.
and let's remind you, who was coming at him? It was Mason Barr.
Yes, and Rudy Alvarado and Mason Martinez. And so now it is third and forever, and we've got the 2-minute warning. So it should be a timeout now with 2 minutes, yes. So third down and, let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 29? Yeah, 29 yards. So third and 29 after that huge loss of 19 yards. And again, just trying to paint the picture for you, the quarterback rolled out left, then he ran back to the right, then he ran back to the left, and the whole time he's going back and forth, he's going backwards. He's going backwards, he's going backwards, he's going backwards. He's all the way back at his own 25-yard line when he throws the ball. And because they had the ball at the 44, he's got to get it back. If you want to throw it out of bounds and you want to throw it away, you can do that outside of the pocket, Rob, but it's got to reach the line of scrimmage.
Yep.
It did not. The refs talked about it. They actually got the call right.
Coach
I'm as
Templin
shocked
was
as
out
you
there.
are. Yeah. Coach was he looked like he was about to blow a fuse. It took him a while, but they finally threw the flag, made the correct call. So now third and 30. Now I think the Owls, if they decide to run the ball here, I think we use a timeout and we try to save as much time as we can, get Mason to get a return, and we've got plenty of time to drive for one more touchdown.
We got to give credit to our defense on that as well, just for the coverage. Right?
Oh, it was
no one
great
was open.
coverage. Nobody
That's
was,
why that quarterback was
and
scrambling.
tons of pressure. He never had time to really look.
Well balanced.
So we want to make sure we don't let anybody get behind us here. Third down and 30. No big plays. If they want to run
They're
look at
chunking
this.
it.
No big plays, and he ran right by our cornerback. Thank goodness it was overthrown.
He was open.
Third down and 30 turns into fourth and 30. So they had one-on-one coverage on the outside. He ran right by our cornerback. Fortunately, it was overthrown. And so now they're going to be punting. So the ball's at the 25. That stops the clock on the incomplete pass, so we don't have to use a timeout. 1:54 remaining in the second quarter. And now the Owls with a chance to get one more touchdown on the board.
Got 3 timeouts left.
Tell you what, we almost blocked the punt last time. But I'm not saying I expect a fake, but I'm just saying I don't know if I'd send the house.
And you don't want to get a penalty back here.
So they get good pressure. The punt gets kicked, gets past Mason. He picks it up, and he gets tackled at the 40-yard line.
3 white jerseys on him.
Yeah. So we'll take the ball over at the 40-yard line. The Owls have 1:43. That's plenty of time. 3 timeouts.
60 yards to go with 1:43.
And we're looking to try to get another touchdown on the board. And remember, we've got the ball first in the third quarter. Let's see if we can really put it on the Lytle Pirates. Maybe send some of the visiting crowd home early.
It does look pretty quiet over there on that side.
Well, they haven't had a whole lot to cheer for. They've had one big play that they scored a touchdown on, and other than that, the Owl defense has done a really good job, and the offense has been very, very good.
So with 1:43 left, are you going to be looking for a big pass play here or just keep running?
I think I'm doing a little bit of both because remember we've got 3 timeouts too. So on first down, it's a quarterback keeper by Alvarez, and he takes it up to the 44-yard line. So second down, clock down to a minute and a half. Not using a timeout just yet.
Let's get that play called, though.
So inside a minute 20 now, trying to get the play called.
Got to get someone off the field. We had too many men.
Okay, there we go.
20 seconds on the play clock.
Took a little while to get this next play in, and
Yeah,
there's
I
a
think
flag.
we moved.
Boy, gave away the play.
Yeah.
So I think there was a false start there.
Yep. I'll start. Push us back.
Just gave away the play, which was the tight end up the seam, and nobody was there.
Number 33 was wide open.
Yeah, so that's going to be a 5-yard loss. Bring it back to the 39-yard line. Going to be second down and 11 with a minute 9 left. And clock running.
Still got 3 timeouts.
So second down and 11.
Looks like coach is going to take one.
And they're going to use it. They're going to use a timeout. So minute 1 left. 2 timeouts now remaining.
Still plenty of time to score.
Not exactly how I thought we would start this drive, though, going backwards and not having any, already using 40 seconds. But we don't need that much time. And you know what? I'm not going to lie. I'd kind of love to see, because Gabriel Rodriguez has been kicking this. He's been booming his extra points, and his kicks have been almost to the end zone, down to the 5 to the 10. It'd be kind of cool if he got, as a freshman, got a chance to kick a 35 or 40-yard field goal because I think he's got the leg for it.
I think he does, Jonathan. I've seen him in practice as well. He was hitting them in practice. I would love to see that as well, but I think even better though would be a touchdown.
Oh, I agree. I agree, but I'm just saying we don't necessarily have to go all 60 yards. I think if we can get 40 of it, we have a legitimate chance to maybe possibly kick a field goal. So trying to get the right personnel on the field. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There we go.
Number 12, Nolan Graff's coming in. We got 3 to the left. No one right.
And they're going to send Mason to the right. Love to get him one-on-one with somebody. Let's see what they do.
And he's looking that way. Barr comes back to it. Keeps his feet.
And gets out of bounds.
I think he
hey, why are we winding the clock? He ran out. If he went out of bounds,
he moved forward.
No, but why? Why would the clock keep running if he got out of bounds? That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah,
First and 10, great catch by Mason. Yes, come on. And quarterback's going to roll out. He's looking. He's going to throw it. It's going to be incomplete. 35 seconds remaining. Second down and 10. Ball's at the 49-yard line. Just doesn't make any sense. If Mason gets out of bounds and he's going forward, why would the clock not stop? And it's not the guy who runs the clock. The line judge is winding his arm saying go, 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 which makes absolutely zero sense.
All right, just across midfield, 35 seconds left. We've got 1 wide left, 2 to the right.
Mason's behind next on the right side of Alvarez. They're showing a blitz. Looking to get rid of it. Throws it up in the air. And it's going to be incomplete.
Alvoit had to turn into defender there and swat the ball away from the Lytle defender.
Yeah, ball came out a little funky off of his hand. Oh, did it? Did his arm get hit?
He had pressure, and he got hit in his legs as he was throwing it.
Okay, so third down and 10. Owls still have 2 timeouts, 28-7. Ball's at the Lytle Pirate 49-yard line. We need to get it down to the 39 for a first down. We probably need to get it down to about the 20 to have any legitimate chance at a score here. Kyron Rodriguez lines out to the far left. We've got 2 receivers here to the right. And fakes the handoff. A lot of pressure on the quarterback. He's able to avoid it. Throws it up in the air. And just out of the reach of Mason Barr. 4th down and 10. Kind of surprised he didn't run that. Looked like he might have been able to get to the first down marker and maybe get out of bounds. But I don't blame him when you see Mason Barr running for out in the open. Try to hit him every time. So 19 seconds left. Fourth down and 10. The question is, do you go for it here or do you punt? And I think the Owls are going for it.
19 seconds on the 49.
Might be trying to draw them
Oh,
off
got
sides,
him
and
off.
they do. Easy 5. There was contact with the line. So when the defense jumps off sides and they make contact with the offensive line, then that's a 5-yard penalty that has to be taken, and it makes the play dead. So free 5 yards. And the Owls have done that all year. And don't be surprised if he goes with a hard snap count again and tries to draw them off one more time.
Shouldn't the clock reset to 19?
It probably should. I don't know that they're going to do it, though. So clock's at 18 seconds. And this time we jumped. Yep.
Is that a 10-second runoff?
No.
No.
Not at a dead clock. If the clock was moving and we did that, we would have they would give a 10-second runoff, or we could use a timeout to avoid it. But because the clock was stopped, we don't have to worry about that. All right, so we give them the 5 yards back, so makes it 4th and 10.
One left, 2 right. No one in the backfield.
High snap, and there's a pooch punt.
And Alvoit's watching it and is just going to die on the 11.
And 6 seconds remaining. So most likely Lytle will run one play, probably take a knee, and we'll go to halftime with the Owls up 28-7, knowing that they're going to get the ball first in the fourth quarter. Nice. I think if it stays in 4th and 5 there, Rob, I think we're probably going for it.
Yep.
But 4th and 10, ball at the 50, you don't want to take a chance that they get to run a big play and score and get a little momentum.
Their passing game has been solid when they aren't under pressure. When they're under pressure, we've seen them throw it out of bounds, but there's been a few plays so far where the receivers have been wide open. We don't want to give them that advantage or that possibility here with 6 seconds left.
Correct.
6 seconds left in the second quarter. Excuse me.
So 28-7 is our score. 6 seconds remaining. Lytle comes back out on offense. They have the ball at about the 12-yard line, and again, no timeouts remaining. I guess they could try to throw some kind of crazy play if they know one or have one, but I don't expect much here. Possibly a knee. The thing is, don't let anybody get behind you. And they've got 2 safeties deep. Mason Barr's on one side. On the other side is number 7. That's Kate Alvoit. And
they're going
to hand it off right up the middle. And he's
half.
not going anywhere. Mason Martinez, Liston Blanks, A.J. Knight, all in on the tackle for no yards. And just like that, we are at halftime.
I see the homecoming court lining up to take the field. So most of this halftime will be devoted to the homecoming court.
Okay, so 28-7 is our score. We will go to a commercial break here, and then we'll come back after the homecoming king and queen are announced, and we'll let you know who that is. We'll also let you know if they even do the hamburger run. I'm not sure that they're doing it this week, but if they do, we'll let you know who's running that. But we're going to take a break. We'll come back. We'll get ready for second half action. 28-7 is our score. Hondo Owl football will continue in a moment.
Craving comfort food with flair or a cool froyo treat? Head to Z's Kitchen and Froyo in Hondo. Family owned, fast casual, and full of flavor. Indulge in wings, loaded nachos, birria ramen, or sip on boba tea under the Texas sun. Delicious meals and sweet treats under one roof. Z's Kitchen and Froyo, 1705 19th Street. Visit today. At Medina Healthcare System, we know life doesn't pause for injuries or illness. That's why our medical clinic of Hondo is open 7 days a week, keeping quality care close to home. From routine checkups to specialized services, our dedicated team is here to keep you healthy and get you back in the game. Because your health matters, and so does being there to cheer on the Hondo Owls. Call 830-426-7444 or visit medinahealthcare.net today.
The Cameron Garcia State Farm Agency proudly backs Hondo Athletics. Since 2023, Cameron and his dedicated team have offered insurance and financial services to the Hondo community. They extend their gratitude to the hardworking players and coaches for their tremendous efforts. Unite with Cameron Garcia State Farm Agency as good neighbors and rally passionately behind the mighty Hondo Owls. Get your quote from the Cameron Garcia State Farm Agency online at hondoinsurance.com.
C&W Fuels is a proud supporter of the Hondo High School Owls and Lady Owls, and proud to serve the propane and fuel needs of our great customers in Hondo, Medina, Uvalde, Sabinal, and the surrounding areas. From fuel and propane tank installations on customer sites to commercial and residential farm and ranch deliveries, call on C&W Fuels to keep you going. Schedule your next propane or fuel delivery by calling C&W Fuels at 830-426-4301.
Texans team together, every red-blooded one of you, shoulder to shoulder, shaping history. We're in it for the long haul, together, and you can take that to the bank. Texan Bank, poised and ready for a future that's wide open. Member FDIC.
Stay up to date each week with the award-winning Hondo Anvil Herald, Medina County's newspaper since 1886. It's the only news source you need in order to keep up with the happenings all around the county. Get news from the cities, the county, the school districts, local clubs, police, and sheriff's departments. Plus, the most thorough coverage of Hondo Owl and area sports anywhere. Pick up a copy each Thursday or get a subscription for just $44 a year. The Hondo Anvil Herald says, "Go Blue."
Craving comfort food with flair or a cool froyo treat? Head to Z's Kitchen and Froyo in Hondo. Family owned, fast casual, and full of flavor. Indulge in wings, loaded nachos, birria ramen, or sip on boba tea under the Texas sun. Delicious meals and sweet treats under one roof. Z's Kitchen and Froyo, 1705 19th Street. Visit today. At Medina Healthcare System, we know life doesn't pause for injuries or illness. That's why our medical clinic of Hondo is open 7 days a week, keeping quality care close to home. From routine checkups to specialized services, our dedicated team is here to keep you healthy and get you back in the game. Because your health matters, and so does being there to cheer on the Hondo Owls. Call 830-426-7444 or visit medinahealthcare.net today.
The Cameron Garcia State Farm Agency proudly backs Hondo Athletics. Since 2023, Cameron and his dedicated team have offered insurance and financial services to the Hondo community. They extend their gratitude to the hardworking players and coaches for their tremendous efforts. Unite with Cameron Garcia State Farm Agency as good neighbors and rally passionately behind the mighty Hondo Owls. Get your quote from the Cameron Garcia State Farm Agency online at hondoinsurance.com.
C&W Fuels is a proud supporter of the Hondo High School Owls and Lady Owls, and proud to serve the propane and fuel needs of our great customers in Hondo, Medina, Uvalde, Sabinal, and the surrounding areas. From fuel and propane tank installations on customer sites to commercial and residential farm and ranch deliveries, call on C&W Fuels to keep you going. Schedule your next propane or fuel delivery by calling C&W Fuels at 830-426-4301.
Texans team together, every red-blooded one of you, shoulder to shoulder, shaping history. We're in it for the long haul, together, and you can take that to the bank. Texan Bank, poised and ready for a future that's wide open. Member FDIC.
Stay up to date each week with the award-winning Hondo Anvil Herald, Medina County's newspaper since 1886. It's the only news source you need in order to keep up with the happenings all around the county. Get news from the cities, the county, the school districts, local clubs, police, and sheriff's departments. Plus, the most thorough coverage of Hondo Owl and area sports anywhere. Pick up a copy each Thursday or get a subscription for just $44 a year. The Hondo Anvil Herald says, "Go Blue."
Craving comfort food with flair or a cool froyo treat? Head to Z's Kitchen and Froyo in Hondo. Family owned, fast casual, and full of flavor. Indulge in wings, loaded nachos, birria ramen, or sip on boba tea under the Texas sun. delicious meals, and sweet treats under one roof. Z's Kitchen and Froyo, 1705 19th Street. Visit today. At Medina Healthcare System, we know life doesn't pause for injuries or illness. That's why our medical clinic of Hondo is open 7 days a week, keeping quality care close to home. From routine checkups to specialized services, our dedicated team is here to keep you healthy and get you back in the game, because your health matters, and so does being there to cheer on the Hondo Owls. Call 830-426-7444 or visit medinahealthcare.net today.
The Cameron Garcia State Farm Agency proudly backs Hondo Athletics. Since 2023, Cameron and his dedicated team have offered insurance and financial services to the Hondo community. They extend their gratitude to the hardworking players and coaches for their tremendous efforts. Unite with Cameron Garcia State Farm Agency as good neighbors and rally passionately behind the mighty Hondo Owls. Get your quote from the Cameron Garcia State Farm Agency online at hondoinsurance.com.
C&W Fuels is a proud supporter of the Hondo High School Owls and Lady Owls, and proud to serve the propane and fuel needs of our great customers in Hondo, Medina, Uvalde, Sabinal, and the surrounding areas. From fuel and propane tank installations on customer sites to commercial and residential farm and ranch deliveries, call on C&W Fuels to keep you going. Schedule your next propane or fuel delivery by calling C&W Fuels at 830-426-4301.
Texans team together, every red-blooded one of you, shoulder to shoulder, shaping history. We're in it for the long haul, together, and you can take that to the bank. Texan Bank, poised and ready for a future that's wide open. Member FDIC.
Stay up to date each week with the award-winning Hondo Anvil Herald, Medina County's newspaper since 1886. It's the only news source you need in order to keep up with the happenings all around the county. Get news from the cities, the county, the school districts, local clubs, police, and sheriff's departments. Plus, the most thorough coverage of Hondo Owl and area sports anywhere. Pick up a copy each Thursday or get a subscription for just $44 a year. The Hondo Anvil Herald says, "Go Blue."
Craving comfort food with flair or a cool froyo treat? Head to Z's Kitchen and Froyo in Hondo. Family owned, fast casual, and full of flavor. Indulge in wings, loaded nachos, birria ramen, or sip on boba tea under the Texas sun. Delicious meals and sweet treats under one roof. Z's Kitchen and Froyo, 1705 19th Street. Visit today. At Medina Healthcare System, we know life doesn't pause for injuries or illness. That's why our medical clinic of Hondo is open 7 days a week, keeping quality care close to home. From routine checkups to specialized services, our dedicated team is here to keep you healthy and get you back in the game, because your health matters, and so does being there to cheer on the Hondo Owls. Call 830-426-7444 or visit medinahealthcare.net today.
The Cameron Garcia State Farm Agency proudly backs Hondo Athletics. Since 2023, Cameron and his dedicated team have offered insurance and financial services to the Hondo community. They extend their gratitude to the hardworking players and coaches for their tremendous efforts. Unite with Cameron Garcia State Farm Agency as good neighbors and rally passionately behind the mighty Hondo Owls. Get your quote from the Cameron Garcia State Farm Agency online at hondoinsurance.com.
C&W Fuels is a proud supporter of the Hondo High School Owls and Lady Owls, and proud to serve the propane and fuel needs of our great customers in Hondo, Medina, Uvalde, Sabinal, and the surrounding areas. From fuel and propane tank installations on customer sites to commercial and residential farm and ranch deliveries, call on C&W Fuels to keep you going. Schedule your next propane or fuel delivery by calling C&W Fuels at 830-426-4301.
Texans team together, every red-blooded one of you, shoulder to shoulder, shaping history. We're in it for the long haul, together, and you can take that to the bank. Texan Bank, poised and ready for a future that's wide open. Member FDIC.
Stay up to date each week with the award-winning Hondo Anvil Herald, Medina County's newspaper since 1886. It's the only news source you need in order to keep up with the happenings all around the county. Get news from the cities, the county, the school districts, local clubs, police, and sheriff's departments. Plus, the most thorough coverage of Hondo Owl and area sports anywhere. Pick up a copy each Thursday or get a subscription for just $44 a year. The Hondo Anvil Herald says, "Go Blue."
Craving comfort food with flair or a cool froyo treat? Head to Z's Kitchen and Froyo in Hondo. Family owned, fast casual, and full of flavor. Indulge in wings, loaded nachos, birria ramen, or sip on boba tea under the Texas sun. Delicious meals and sweet treats under one roof. Z's Kitchen and Froyo, 1705 19th Street. Visit today. At Medina Healthcare System, we know life doesn't pause for injuries or illness. That's why our medical clinic of Hondo is open 7 days a week, keeping quality care close to home. From routine checkups to specialized services, our dedicated team is here to keep you healthy and get you back in the game. Because your health matters, and so does being there to cheer on the Hondo Owls. Call 830-426-7444 or visit medinahealthcare.net today.
The Cameron Garcia State Farm Agency proudly backs Hondo Athletics. Since 2023, Cameron and his dedicated team have offered insurance and financial services to the Hondo community. They extend their gratitude to the hardworking players and coaches for their tremendous efforts. Unite with Cameron Garcia State Farm Agency as good neighbors and rally passionately behind the mighty Hondo Owls. Get your quote from the Cameron Garcia State Farm Agency online at hondoinsurance.com.
C&W Fuels is a proud supporter of the Hondo High School Owls and Lady Owls and proud to serve the propane and fuel needs of our great customers in Hondo, Medina, Uvalde, Sabinal, and the surrounding areas. From fuel and propane tank installations on customer sites to commercial and residential farm and ranch deliveries, call on C&W Fuels to keep you going. Schedule your next propane or fuel delivery by calling C&W Fuels at 830-426-4301.
Texans team together, every red-blooded one of you, shoulder to shoulder, shaping history. We're in it for the long haul, together, and you can take that to the bank. Texan Bank, poised and ready for a future that's wide open. Member FDIC.
Stay up to date each week with the award-winning Hondo Anvil Herald, Medina County's newspaper since 1886. It's the only news source you need in order to keep up with the happenings all around the county. Get news from the cities, the county, the school districts, local clubs, police, and sheriff's departments. Plus, the most thorough coverage of Hondo Owl and area sports anywhere. Pick up a copy each Thursday or get a subscription for just $44 a year. The Hondo Anvil Herald says, "Go Blue."
Craving comfort food with flair or a cool froyo treat? Head to Z's Kitchen and Froyo in Hondo. Family owned, fast casual, and full of flavor. Indulge in wings, loaded nachos, birria ramen, or sip on boba tea under the Texas sun. Delicious meals and sweet treats under one roof. Z's Kitchen and Froyo, 1705 19th Street. Visit today. At Medina Healthcare System, we know life doesn't pause for injuries or illness. That's why our medical clinic of Hondo is open 7 days a week, keeping quality care close to home. From routine checkups to specialized services, our dedicated team is here to keep you healthy and get you back in the game. Because your health matters, and so does being there to cheer on the Hondo Owls. Call 830-426-7444 or visit medinahealthcare.net today.
The Cameron Garcia State Farm Agency proudly backs Hondo Athletics. Since 2023, Cameron and his dedicated team have offered insurance and financial services to the Hondo community. They extend their gratitude to the hardworking players and coaches for their tremendous efforts. Unite with Cameron Garcia State Farm Agency as good neighbors and rally passionately behind the mighty Hondo Owls. Get your quote from the Cameron Garcia State Farm Agency online at hondoinsurance.com.
C&W Fuels is a proud supporter of the Hondo High School Owls and Lady Owls, and proud to serve the propane and fuel needs of our great customers in Hondo, Medina, Uvalde, Sabinal, and the surrounding areas. From fuel and propane tank installations on customer sites to commercial and residential farm and ranch deliveries, call on C&W Fuels to keep you going. Schedule your next propane or fuel delivery by calling C&W Fuels at 830-426-4301.
Texans team together, every red-blooded one of you, shoulder to shoulder, shaping history. We're in it for the long haul, together, and you can take that to the bank. Texan Bank, poised and ready for a future that's wide open. Member FDIC.
Stay up to date each week with the award-winning Hondo Anvil Herald, Medina County's newspaper since 1886. It's the only news source you need in order to keep up with the happenings all around the county. Get news from the cities, the county, the school districts, local clubs, police, and sheriff's departments. Plus, the most thorough coverage of Hondo Owl and area sports anywhere. Pick up a copy each Thursday or get a subscription for just $44 a year. The Hondo Anvil Herald says, "Go Blue."
Craving comfort food with flair or a cool froyo treat? Head to Z's Kitchen and Froyo in Hondo. Family owned, fast casual, and full of flavor. Indulge in wings, loaded nachos, birria ramen, or sip on boba tea under the Texas sun. Delicious meals and sweet treats under one roof. Z's Kitchen and Froyo, 1705 19th Street. Visit today. At Medina Healthcare System, we know life doesn't pause for injuries or illness. That's why our medical clinic of Hondo is open 7 days a week, keeping quality care close to home. From routine checkups to specialized services, our dedicated team is here to keep you healthy and get you back in the game, because your health matters, and so does being there to cheer on the Hondo Owls. Call 830-426-7444 or visit medinahealthcare.net today.
The Cameron Garcia State Farm Agency proudly backs Hondo Athletics. Since 2023, Cameron and his dedicated team have offered insurance and financial services to the Hondo community. They extend their gratitude to the hardworking players and coaches for their tremendous efforts. Unite with Cameron Garcia State Farm Agency as good neighbors and rally passionately behind the mighty Hondo Owls. Get your quote from the Cameron Garcia State Farm Agency online at hondoinsurance.com.
C&W Fuels is a proud supporter of the Hondo High School Owls and Lady Owls, and proud to serve the propane and fuel needs of our great customers in Hondo, Medina, Uvalde, Sabinal, and the surrounding areas. From fuel and propane tank installations on customer sites to commercial and residential farm and ranch deliveries, call on C&W Fuels to keep you going. Schedule your next propane or fuel delivery by calling C&W Fuels at 830-426-4301.
Texans team together, every red-blooded one of you, shoulder to shoulder, shaping history. We're in it for the long haul, together, and you can take that to the bank. Texan Bank, poised and ready for a future that's wide open. Member FDIC.
Stay up to date each week with the award-winning Hondo Anvil Herald, Medina County's newspaper since 1886. It's the only news source you need in order to keep up with the happenings all around the county. Get news from the cities, the county, the school districts, local clubs, police, and sheriff's departments. Plus, the most thorough coverage of Hondo Owl and area sports anywhere. Pick up a copy each Thursday or get a subscription for just $44 a year. The Hondo Anvil Herald says, "Go Blue."
Craving comfort food with flair or a cool froyo treat? Head to Z's Kitchen and Froyo in Hondo. Family owned, fast casual, and full of flavor. Indulge in wings, loaded nachos, birria ramen, or sip on boba tea under the Texas sun. Delicious meals and sweet treats under one roof. Z's Kitchen and Froyo, 1705 19th Street. Visit today. At Medina Healthcare System, we know life doesn't pause for injuries or illness. That's why our medical clinic of Hondo is open 7 days a week, keeping quality care close to home. From routine checkups to specialized services, our dedicated team is here to keep you healthy and get you back in the game. Because your health matters, and so does being there to cheer on the Hondo Owls. Call 830-426-7444 or visit medinahealthcare.net today.
The Cameron Garcia State Farm Agency proudly backs Hondo Athletics. Since 2023, Cameron and his dedicated team have offered insurance and financial services to the Hondo community. They extend their gratitude to the hardworking players and coaches for their tremendous efforts. Unite with Cameron Garcia State Farm Agency as good neighbors and rally passionately behind the mighty Hondo Owls. Get your quote from the Cameron Garcia State Farm Agency online at hondoinsurance.com.
C&W Fuels is a proud supporter of the Hondo High School Owls and Lady Owls and proud to serve the propane and fuel needs of our great customers in Hondo, Medina, Uvalde, Sabinal, and the surrounding areas. From fuel and propane tank installations on customer sites to commercial and residential farm and ranch deliveries, call on C&W Fuels to keep you going. Schedule your next propane or fuel delivery by calling C&W Fuels at 830-426-4301.
Texans team together, every red-blooded one of you, shoulder to shoulder, shaping history. We're in it for the long haul, together, and you can take that to the bank. Texan Bank, poised and ready for a future that's wide open. Member FDIC.
Stay up to date each week with the award-winning Hondo Anvil Herald, Medina County's newspaper since 1886. It's the only news source you need in order to keep up with the happenings all around the county. Get news from the cities, the county, the school districts, local clubs, police, and sheriff's departments. Plus, the most thorough coverage of Hondo Owl and area sports anywhere. Pick up a copy each Thursday or get a subscription for just $44 a year. The Hondo Anvil Herald says, "Go Blue."
Craving comfort food with flair or a cool froyo treat? Head to Z's Kitchen and Froyo in Hondo. Family owned, fast casual, and full of flavor. Indulge in wings, loaded nachos, birria ramen, or sip on boba tea under the Texas sun. Delicious meals and sweet treats under one roof. Z's Kitchen and Froyo, 1705 19th Street. Visit today. At Medina Healthcare System, we know life doesn't pause for injuries or illness. That's why our medical clinic of Hondo is open 7 days a week, keeping quality care close to home. From routine checkups to specialized services, our dedicated team is here to keep you healthy and get you back in the game. Because your health matters, and so does being there to cheer on the Hondo Owls. Call 830-426-7444 or visit medinahealthcare.net today.
The Cameron Garcia State Farm Agency proudly backs Hondo Athletics. Since 2023, Cameron and his dedicated team have offered insurance and financial services to the Hondo community. They extend their gratitude to the hardworking players and coaches for their tremendous efforts. Unite with Cameron Garcia State Farm Agency as good neighbors and rally passionately behind the mighty Hondo Owls. Get your quote from the Cameron Garcia State Farm Agency online at hondoinsurance.com.
C&W Fuels is a proud supporter of the Hondo High School Owls and Lady Owls and proud to serve the propane and fuel needs of our great customers in Hondo, Medina, Uvalde, Sabinal, and the surrounding areas. From fuel and propane tank installations on customer sites to commercial and residential farm and ranch deliveries, call on C&W Fuels to keep you going. Schedule your next propane or fuel delivery by calling C&W Fuels at 830-426-4301.
Texans team together, every red-blooded one of you, shoulder to shoulder, shaping history. We're in it for the long haul, together, and you can take that to the bank. Texan Bank, poised and ready for a future that's wide open. Member FDIC.
Stay up to date each week with the award-winning Hondo Anvil Herald, Medina County's newspaper since 1886. It's the only news source you need in order to keep up with the happenings all around the county. Get news from the cities, the county, the school districts, local clubs, police, and sheriff's departments. Plus, the most thorough coverage of Hondo Owl and area sports anywhere. Pick up a copy each Thursday or get a subscription for just $44 a year. The Hondo Anvil Herald says, "Go Blue."
Craving comfort food with flair or a cool froyo treat? Head to Z's Kitchen and Froyo in Hondo. Family owned, fast casual, and full of flavor. Indulge in wings, loaded nachos, birria ramen, or sip on boba tea under the Texas sun. Delicious meals and sweet treats under one roof. Z's Kitchen and Froyo, 1705 19th Street. Visit today. At Medina Healthcare System, we know life doesn't pause for injuries or illness. That's why our medical clinic of Hondo is open 7 days a week, keeping quality care close to home. From routine checkups to specialized services, our dedicated team is here to keep you healthy and get you back in the game. Because your health matters, and so does being there to cheer on the Hondo Owls. Call 830-426-7444 or visit medinahealthcare.net today.
The Cameron Garcia State Farm Agency proudly backs Hondo Athletics. Since 2023, Cameron and his dedicated team have offered insurance and financial services to the Hondo community. They extend their gratitude to the hardworking players and coaches for their tremendous efforts. Unite with Cameron Garcia State Farm Agency as good neighbors and rally passionately behind the mighty Hondo Owls. Get your quote from the Cameron Garcia State Farm Agency online at hondoinsurance.com.
C&W Fuels is a proud supporter of the Hondo High School Owls and Lady Owls and proud to serve the propane and fuel needs of our great customers in Hondo, Medina, Uvalde, Sabinal, and the surrounding areas. From fuel and propane tank installations on customer sites to commercial and residential farm and ranch deliveries, call on C&W Fuels to keep you going. Schedule your next propane or fuel delivery by calling C&W Fuels at 830-426-4301.
Texans team together, every red-blooded one of you, shoulder to shoulder, shaping history. We're in it for the long haul, together, and you can take that to the bank. Texan Bank, poised and ready for a future that's wide open. Member FDIC.
Stay up to date each week with the award-winning Hondo Anvil Herald, Medina County's newspaper since 1886. It's the only news source you need in order to keep up with the happenings all around the county. Get news from the cities, the county, the school districts, local clubs, police, and sheriff's departments.
And welcome back to Berry Field. We're just moments away from second half action. 28-7 is your score. We want to thank our sponsors real quick and then give you some information. Z's Mart, Medina Electric Co-op, C&W Fuels, Texan Bank, Medina Regional Hospital, Hondo Anvil Herald, State Farm and Cameron Garcia, and Herman Son Steakhouse. Thank you guys so much for everything that you do and allowing us to bring you this game. We also want to recognize our new homecoming queen and king. Congratulations to Miss Mia Lynn Samaniego. She's a senior. She was one of the Duchesses, and she was selected as the homecoming queen. And we want to recognize Mr. Mason Barr, who was our homecoming king. Congratulations
Good
to
job, Mason.
Mia and to Mason. And they are the homecoming queen and king of the 2025 school year. So congratulations to both of them. And we got to see the Lytle band, and they'll be performing tomorrow. The Hondo band will too, and they'll be trying to get the 37th consecutive one, I believe is what you said earlier.
Yeah.
So that'll be happening. I believe they said Lytle's at 5:15 and Hondo is the last band
5:45
at 5:45. So come out, support them. Then you can head to downtown and go celebrate Oktoberfest. If you are here in town, or if you're listening and you're close enough to get here, the 30th Hondo Owl High School reunion for the class of 1995 is happening tomorrow at the Community Center. I believe it starts at 6 o'clock. So if you would like to come, I know we're going to have some great food. I've got some cookies that were donated by my daughters, our daughters, my daughter and yours, actually both work at Aiken for Bacon, and they're going to make us some macarons. And I know Paul Arredondo from the class of 95 is cooking us some barbecue. So it's going to be a good time. It's going to be nice to catch up and talk about our kids, and some of us talk about our grandkids. And
we had an important visit at halftime. The future
Hondo
homecoming queen.
She was in her cheerleader outfit at 5 months old. It was pretty nice to see our our granddaughter.
Genevieve
Genevieve was
Aiken.
up here. Yep, Genevieve.
Yeah.
And so she tried the headset on. It was a little bit too big, but she's
She's ready to call a game.
I think she's going to
Probably
be.
do a
She
better
she
job
might
than
be
I
the
do.
first female redhead to call a Hondo football game. We'll see. So the Owls will start with the ball, and here's the kick. It's going to be taken at the 15-yard line, and that's Pope, who's got it out across the 30 to the 35
That's
to
a
the
good
40 to the
cut.
45, 50.
He
could
could go
He's
all
at the
the
40.
way.
He's at the 30. He's at the 25. He's at the 20. He's going to take it the whole way.
That is a return by Mr. Pope.
I do not see any flags. That is a
That's
touchdown.
a touchdown. That's the way
To the house.
Start the third quarter.
Took him all of 14 seconds to take it to the house, 75 yards.
Mason kind of put a little block in front of him, and he got around the corner, and he just turned the jets on.
Made one cut, and then he just turned on the afterburners.
That's fantastic start.
That was a great start. 75-yard kick return to start the second half. Increase that lead to 34-7. Pending the extra point. Let's get a good snap here, a good hold, and good kick. There's a good snap, the good hold, and a perfect kick all the way out onto the track. And just like that, 14 seconds into the third quarter, we have a 35-7 score, which I believe was our halftime score last week. So pretty good start to the game here, Rob.
Yep. And I mean, you can't complain about a start like that. But let me give you some scores because we didn't even get a chance to get to that.
Well, that happens so fast. Yeah, please give us some.
Let's see. We've got, we'll talk Kerrville Tabbies up 42-14 on McCullum, one of our neighbors there. But more important, Carrizo Springs 22-0 over Memorial in the third. Jourdanton 46-14 on Cole. So Cole is getting stomped at home.
They're having some struggles this year.
Let's see. Fredericksburg 14, Pleasanton 14, knotted up. Started the third. And Divine 0, Pearsall 0. I don't think that score is updated. Must be a lag there.
Yeah, I thought I saw on the scoreboard over here that Divine was up 21-0. So
all right. And
I think that one might be a little off.
Crystal City 35, Poteet 0.
Wow.
Yep.
So Crystal City has played a really good season already. I believe they're still undefeated. They'll be 2-0 in district, and they have Hondo coming to town. So next week, Kobe and I and possibly Rob, he might even want to make that trip. That's going to be a good one. Crystal City and Hondo next Friday night in Crystal City. Nice deep kick. Going to be taken at the 2-yard line. And he's going to bring it out. He's looking for a little room. He's not finding it. He's going the wrong direction. And he's going to go down at the 20-yard line. So did a little dancing, and then he found 6 partners on that dance. And among them was number 4. That's Philip Cranfield. Also saw Nolan Graffin on that tackle, and quite a few others. So
one more score for you. Our neighbors, Medina Valley, they're down 21-28 to Laredo right now.
That sounds like a pretty good game. 35-7 is your score here. 11:36 remaining here in the third quarter. And Lytle coming out for their first series. They're actually the first offense to come out in the second half since the Owls took the kick the whole way. Starting the second half with a bang, a 75-yard return by Leighton Pope. And on first down, they're going to run it up the middle. Well, they thought they were going to run it up the middle. And that went for a loss of about 4.
Number 24 was in on that tackle.
That's Andrew Tapia.
52.
And seeing a lot of slow movement on the Lytle side. I'm sure that was, you don't want to start 28-7 and then come out and give up a quick score that fast. We're going to see just how much effort is left in the Lytle Pirates after last week's defeat against Poteet. I'm sure that's not how they wanted to start the district. And coming into Hondo, I think they were hoping to be a little more competitive. 35-7 is their score, just inside 11 minutes now. They put a man in motion, and they throw to the trip side.
Boom.
Mason Barr, have yourself a game. He read that pass play, hit the man in the backfield. The swing pass goes for a negative.
Dynamite went boom.
Yeah, he takes him back to the 10-yard line. Loss of another 8 yards. So now third down and 20, and the Owls are just pinning their ears back, and they are out. They're out for a pirate. They're pirate hunting is what they're doing.
As soon as he caught that ball, he was met with 100% of Mason Barr.
Yeah, I felt that one up here. I'm sore. I might have to go see the chiropractor tomorrow. Just watching that tackle. So 3rd down and 20. They're going to roll their quarterback out. He's going to throw it
Nope,
behind the
incomplete.
receiver.
And Mason was in on that coverage too.
So bring up 4th and 20, and Lytle looking to punt. 35-7. Owls looking like they're going to get some really good field position since the punter will be standing at his own goal line. Mason Barr probably going to have to stand about the 40 or 35-yard line. I can't imagine he'd want to stand much deeper than that.
Yep.
Let's see. He's
Scooting
moving
up
up.
to the 40. Right in El Paso, according to the logo.
Yeah, it's true. So the Owls looking to get good field position, maybe even a quick punt return. Who sees? Let's see what they decide to do. And there's a nice punt out to the 43, and Mason makes a man miss, gets up the field, makes another man miss. He's at the 20.
He's
at the
for the
15.
pylon.
He's at the 10.
He's got it.
He's in the end zone.
I see no laundry.
There's a late flag over here. I don't know who he was throwing it at.
Oh, man.
A late flag. I don't know what it was thrown at.
That was a beautiful return by Mason. Went straight to the pylon.
I mean, he was already in the end zone when the flag came out.
Flags on Hondo. Blindside block.
I guess that's what they're calling. I didn't see an actual signal. It had to have been way down here towards the end zone. And so they're going to mark it back. It'll be a 15-yard penalty. Should be about the 29, I think, if it was at the 14. So they're calling a blindside block. Not sure who it was called on. I didn't see it. If it was as vicious as they made it seem, I thought I would have seen it, but I did not see anybody
all
flying.
Eyes were on Mason.
Yeah. So Mason's punt return is brought back. So the Owls will start at the 29-yard line of the Pirates. So great field position. 35-7 is their score. Looks like all the starters are still in. Receivers to the left right now are number 7 and number 12. That's the two freshmen. That's Alvoit and Graff. They're going to bring Mason in motion. It's a high snap.
Colby recovers it. Rolls out left.
And he's able to throw it away. Yeah, good job. First real high snap that we had.
Luckily, that thing just came straight down right at his feet.
Yeah, he was able to just get a fingertip on it and bring it back into it, but he still had a little trouble just getting the ball under control, was able to roll out and get rid of it. Yeah, that's all you can hope for. You don't want to lose a bunch of yardage on first down. So 2nd down and 10, and they're going to come out in that same formation. So they've got Graff and Alvoit to the short side with the ball on the left hash. They have Mason Barr all the way to the right, and snap. Nobody goes in motion this time. They're looking to throw it to Mason into the corner of the end zone.
He's got room.
And it's just knocked away. Good defense by number 80. Mason had a really good chance to catch it.
He was definitely in front of them.
Yeah, the cornerback was able to get just a hand on it as it was in Mason's hands and knock it loose. It was probably a step short. I think if he throws it all the way to the back of the end zone, Mason's able to pull away from that cornerback. He had to come back for the ball just a little bit. So 3rd down and 10. Ball's again on the 29-yard line. Probably 4-down territory.
Yeah, Colton had his eye on Mason the entire way on that one.
And Mason's going to get a breather here, and Kyron Rodriguez is going to come in to the receiver on the right side.
Graff came out as well. Tapia's in.
Alvoit, and Tapia goes in motion to the wide side of the field. Looking. He's going to throw it. He finds number 33. I believe that's his tight end for the first down, all the way down to the 19.
Very good throw.
Really good throw and a really good catch. Anthony Garza with the catch. We've seen him with the catch on the seam route last week and had a chance for one here if we didn't have a penalty in the first half. So 35-7, and on 3rd and 10, the Owls get 11. 1st and 10 at the 20. That means we are in the blue zone. Let's go for that touchdown and get in another 40-burger on the board. And on 1st and 10, they hand it to Tapia. He's up the middle. He's going in.
He's in.
He's at the 5. No one's stopping him. Nobody. Do not get in front of that freight train.
No flags.
No, they tried. They did a 2-hand touch at about the 10. They didn't want any part of Andrew Tapia. He goes in practically untouched, and nice touchdown there by Tapia. 20-yard run, 41-7, pending the extra point. And we've got 9 minutes and 30 seconds still remaining in the 3rd quarter. We've already put up 41. 2 touchdowns already in this quarter, and we've only played 3 minutes. There's a snap,
Good
the
kick.
hold, the kick. That hits the power lines. Nice kick there. 42-7, 9 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Thank you guys for joining us, and we want to thank our sponsors one more time. Z-Smart, which we were just talking about earlier. Wouldn't mind getting me some Froyo right now.
Yeah, we're still
Medina
waiting for
Electric Co-op, C&W Fuels, Texan Bank, Medina Regional Hospital, Hondo Anvil Herald, State Farm and Cameron Garcia, and Hermanson Steakhouse. Thank you guys so much. We might have to, you know what, I think
some
maybe
fried pickles would be good up here too.
yeah, I don't know about that. You can keep the fried pickles on your side of the box, but I think maybe we'll find a way to swing by Z-Mart on our way to Crystal City and get us some frozen yogurt on the way. That's a nice long drive, plenty of time to take down a Froyo, or maybe I might have to get me some coffee or something, a nice iced coffee.
What would we ask Texan Bank to send up here?
I don't know.
Stacks of cash.
Yeah, just send us a stack of your biggest bills, and we'll make sure we talk about you even a little bit more. So no, if you are a member at Texan Bank and you call customer service, we have a friend of ours that works over there, and I know that's what he works in. He works in customer service, and you might even get Aiden on the phone. And if you do, you can tell him, hey, Aiden, I remember them talking about you on the radio. He's gonna be like, what? Because I know he's not listening. So
Yeah, and he does.
yeah,
great.
give him a hard time. Just tell him, hey, take care of all my overdraft fees. Jonathan said you would. Yeah, it's not going to work, I don't think.
That boy's just not right.
Here's the kick, 42-7. That is a boomer, and they're going to
Down
take
to
a
the
fair
5.
catch at the 5. I think they
All right.
got tired of getting smacked around on those kick returns, and so they go ahead and fair catch it. They'll take it at the 25-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Lytle Pirates. 9:30 remaining, 42-7 is our score here early in the third quarter. Huge crowd tonight, and it's so good to see so many faces that I remember growing up and seeing a lot of these faces in the stands. But being homecoming, that's what happens. You get a lot of people who maybe even if they're only going to come to one game a year, this is the one they come to. And so it's really nice to see so many familiar faces and such a good crowd to cheer on the blue and white.
Ball's at 25. We got 9:30 left in this third quarter.
And they're going to come out with a bunch trip set to the left, and they've got one wide receiver over here to the right. And there's a snap. They weren't ready for it. Quarterback's
throw it away.
trying to throw it. He's trying to find a whip somewhere to go.
He's got pressure.
And he's going to be taken out of bounds at about the 22, maybe the 21. Let's see where they mark it.
A loss of 4 on the play.
So they snapped it. They weren't ready for it. Ball hit the ground. Quarterback ran around a little bit. And
he got a couple stiff arms in before he got pushed out of bounds.
They're calling a personal foul face mask on the Owls. I don't know on who. It wasn't on the quarterback. It wasn't on who had the ball. So it must have been something on the other side of the field. So the Owls are getting 15 yards marched off against them. So that's going to take the ball up to the 40. Again, they didn't announce a player, so and we didn't see anything. So it must have been on the far side of the field. They come out in that same 3 wide receiver bunch formation over there on the far side near the Lytle sideline. They've got one wide receiver here, and they're looking to throw it over the middle.
Open. Number 10's wide open.
And he's going to outrun number 6 into the end zone.
Yep.
So touchdown. That's the second time they've run past him. He's going to have to play a little bit off the ball or just turn those hips a little quicker.
Just getting ahead of Alex Garcia.
Yeah. So number 10 with the touchdown. Nice touchdown by the Pirates. One-on-one coverage on this side, and they just ran a post pattern. There was no help. It's when you have no help, you've got to make sure you stay as deep as that receiver, keep him in front of you, and he was just able to get past him. So they're going to line up for the extra point. 9:05, a quick score for the Lytle Pirates, which just means the Hondo Owls offense is going to be coming right back out. So here's a snap, hold, kick is no good on that extra point.
Knuckled to the left.
So extra point is missed, and 42-13 is your score. 9:05 remaining here in the third quarter, and the Owls. Last time we received a kickoff, we watched Leighton Pope take it 85 yards to the house. So let's see if he can do it again. I believe it was 75. I give him a little extra credit. Well, he did run all the way through the back of the end zone, so technically that's 85.
We'll give it to him. Yeah. So Jonathan, we started our new bit last last game.
That's right.
Question for QB1.
Okay, let's
So
hear.
see if I
Let's
can
hear.
stump you on this one.
I'm ready. I studied up.
Has there ever been a player from Hondo High School
Oh boy.
varsity football play in the NFL?
Has there ever been a Hondo Owl that played in the NFL? Well, if it happened, it was before my lifetime. I know we've had some D1 players. I know we had a couple players that played for UT. I know we had the most recent one that I can think of was Newman, who was a kicker for the
For
Aggies
Yep.
back in the 90s
Yep.
or maybe early 2000s. Um, but have we? I'm betting at least one has made a practice squad or at least tried. But I'm going to say no, and you're going to correct me. So,
Well, I'll give you an answer after the kickoff.
okay, sounds good. So my answer's no. I don't know about it if we did have one, but I'm very interested to hear who it is if I'm wrong.
Okay.
So here's the kick. A nice deep kick. They give it to Pope again and say, "Can you do it twice?" And the young man says, "Well, let me
Yes,
show
I
you."
can.
He's at the
He
40.
says, yes,
he's
I
at
can.
the 50. He's at the
He's
40.
gonna do it
He's at the
again.
35. He's at the
He
30, the
got it.
25, the 20, the 15,
juked
the
him.
10.
He juked
him. Oh, wow. He may be hurt. Wow. That was
Yeah.
unreal.
I think the juke caused that defender to
He might have
twist the
twisted an
knee.
ankle or twisted a knee. What a move. There's no flags on the field that I see.
Yeah, unfortunately, we have a Lytle player down.
Oh, I hate to see somebody hurt on that kind of play, but wow, what a return. That's two back-to-back touchdowns.
Run backs by Pope.
So
electric.
So I believe I don't see any flags.
Nope. Yeah, we don't want to see anyone get hurt. It was a very athletic move by Pope to make a juke, and unfortunately, the Lytle player was trying to stop him after the juke, and I believe his knee got twisted.
So back-to-back returns for touchdowns, and that's the first time in Hondo Owl history to have two kickoff returns for a touchdown. And we were just talking about it. I said, wouldn't it be cool if he did it again?
Yeah. So they won't be kicking to him again. Yeah, new school record set tonight.
Was that 90? That was 88. First one was 90, that was 88. So a 90-yard kickoff return and an 88 back-to-back to start the third quarter for Leighton Pope. Have yourself a ball game, young man.
He's just a sophomore,
and I believe
so we get to see this for 2 more years.
I believe he was a player of the week this week in the paper. I think because he had a touchdown and he had like 4 or 5 receptions last week in the first quarter. And I may be wrong, but I thought he was the player of the week. It's going to be hard for him not to be it again. See if you can find the Hondo Player of the Week. And we are checking our Hondo Amber Herald because they just happen to be one of our sponsors. So we're going to make sure we got the paper here. He's going to find it here shortly.
Here we go. Athletes of the Week. We had several, actually. And Leighton Pope was one of them.
I thought so.
We had Kate Alvoit, Gabriel Rodriguez, Fernando Cuellar.
And based on, if you remember last week when we were watching the game, you and I were both talking about how do you pick a player of the game? Remember?
Yeah.
We were talking about how do you pick a player of the game because there were so many different players that had
and defensive.
Yes, just had so many players that had a great ball game.
And it's shaping up that way tonight too.
Yeah, it really is. It's going to be tough. I mean, Mason's had a great game. Pope has returned 2 kicks for touchdowns back to back in the third quarter. It's been a really good game. We've got 48 points on the board right now, pending the extra point. We're just hoping this young man's not hurt too bad and he's able to get off the field and get back on it here shortly. Yeah. But we are, as they're attending to him,
several medical staff down here on the
it's not. We know it's not. We know it's not like super serious. I mean, it's a leg injury. It's a twisted knee or a twisted ankle. He was kind of juked on the play, and he stepped kind of awkwardly. It almost looked like he hyperextended the leg, like the wrong way. So hopefully like I said, hopefully he's going to be okay. They're checking him out. They're stretching him. They're just trying to see what's going on. As they do that, we'll thank our sponsors one more time: Z Smart, Medina Electric Co-op, C&W Fuels, Texan Bank, Medina Regional Hospital, which I need to get over there and try their lunch. Maggie's told me so many times that it's good, and
I've heard very good things.
She sent me their
The menu?
calendar. Yeah, she sends me their menu. So
Yeah,
I just got to find it. I got to find a day where I don't have an appointment around lunchtime, and I head over there because you don't think of a hospital for lunch, but
they've
from the
got good
people
food.
that I've talked to, it's like really, really good.
Yeah, and after COVID, they shut down to the public for a while, but they're back open now. So make your way over there.
Sounds like I'm going to need to do that.
Uh,
Hondo Amber Herald, which we were just looking at,
mm,
and we also want to thank State Farm and Cameron Garcia and Hermanson's Steakhouse. Obviously, actually, the class of 1995 was at Hermanson's just before the game. They were celebrating and spending some time and fellowshipping together and kind of just sharing old stories. I was able to just be there just for a few minutes, but and I also want to say Dunright Cookers was out there helping out at the Wolves, weren't they? I believe that they were out there with the bands
yeah,
today, helping sponsor the tailgate party they had. So thank you guys out at Dunright Cookers. Man, we really appreciate you guys. They seem to support everything that has to do with Hondo.
yeah.
Anytime somebody needs something cooked, I know that they can call Dunright Cookers and they're always there. And man, that food is good. every time every time I run into food, I'm like, oh, what do we got today? We got brisket, we got sausage. What are we doing? So it's always good, and it's always done right.
So
So
Jonathan looks like young man who was injured. He is up on his feet. He's got arms around the shoulders of two coaches or trainers, and he's able to put pressure on one leg, but not the other. So
yeah,
we're
so
glad to see that he's up.
yeah, I think we're always glad that it doesn't result in an ambulance coming on the field. We never want to see that. So hopefully they get him to the sideline and get some things taped up, maybe get some ice on something, and maybe he's back and ready for next week. So the Owls now will pinning an extra point. It's 48-13, 8:52 still remaining here in the third quarter, and again. Leighton Pope just set a school record with
That's right.
two back-to-back kickoff returns, one for 88 yards and one for 90. So,
And we still have 9 minutes left in this third quarter.
yeah, what's to say he doesn't return a third one? So, let's find out. 48-13,
I bet they don't kick it to him anymore.
and there's the extra point up and good.
Good.
I happen to know Leighton's parents, and I guarantee you they are probably, especially Mama,
Oh,
is
mom.
probably
His mom
smiling
is.
ear to ear.
You will see that posted all over
Oh,
Facebook
yeah.
later tonight for sure. So I've got an answer to your
Yes, please let us go
question
now.
for
Tell us
QB1.
what the question was again. So for those who
Has
are just joining us,
has a Hondo High Owl football player ever played in the NFL?
has a Hondo High School football player ever played in the NFL? My
Right.
answer was no, but if it did happen, I'm going to say it was in 1956. All right, go.
Wrong and wrong.
Okay.
So there was one player from 1939.
1939. Okay, now that would make sense. That would be Nonnie Jennings era.
Charles John, a.k.a. Jake Sheely.
All right.
He was born in 1917. Unfortunately, he did pass away in 2001. But in 1939, he was an Owl, and he played for the Philadelphia Eagles.
Oh, poor guy. You know what? That's probably why nobody talks about it. That's what I'm guessing. This is Dallas Cowboy country. I mean, no one wants to talk about the. He's probably not even proud of it. He probably wasn't even that proud. He was like, "Yeah, I played on the NFL, but it was the Eagles." And
He did go to play for Rice, and he was drafted by the Eagles in the 6th round.
that's pretty cool.
And he played 2 games.
That's pretty cool. And great tackle on the kickoff there by number 33. That's Anthony Garza, who makes the tackle and takes him down right at the 25-yard line. So Lytle will go back on offense. Now 49-13. Thank you for that information, Rob.
Yeah.
You stumped me. You stumped QB1. I will have to study a little bit harder. And if you want to learn some good fun facts about the Hondo Owls, just know that Jeff Berger has written a book.
Yeah.
And it has all the stats, all the highlights, all the numbers you could think of all the football teams that he's been a part of and that he's seen, and even some before that. And I think it's available at the
Anvil Herald.
at the Anvil Herald.
$25, I believe.
And I got to tell you, it's got a lot of good information in it. And apparently, I'm going to need to study it because I didn't know that. So So here on first down,
Nice
they throw it to number 10, who just had this touchdown on the last offensive possession. He's able to get a nice swing pass out to almost the 38-yard line. They give him a first down. That's a gain of 13. So 1st and 10 for the Lytle Pirates. 49-13 is your score. Clock running now inside 8.5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. The Owls with a very comfortable 49-13 lead.
Yeah, number 10, he had hunger in his eyes. He wanted more yardage than that, for
Yeah,
sure.
I'm sure he wants to score again. They've only got 2 scores right now, and they need quite a few more. So let's see what happens.
He's wide right again.
And this time he's got the freshman number 15 on him, and they run a swing pass to the other side.
Ooh, he broke a
And
couple tackles.
he makes a man miss. He makes AJ miss, and then he's tackled by Andrew Tapia,
Another
the
first down.
linebacker who gets out in coverage. Really good job by the linebacker to get out there and help. A gain of 12. And was there a flag? There is a flag on the other side of the field, back at the 35. Let's see what they call. And there was a block in the back, so that's going to bring it back. So on 1st and 10, they're going to wipe that 11-yard gain off and bring it back. It's going to be a 1st and 20. That's a 10-yard mark off. So it should go back to about the 28-yard line, and it does. So 1st and 20 now for the Lytle Pirates. They have done a lot of those little swing passes to the trip side and let those 2 wide receivers block. And apparently one of them blocked in the back, and so that brings it back 10 yards. So 1st and 20 at the 28. They need to get it all the way out to the 48-yard line. They come with trips to the right side this time, and they actually put the running back in motion. So they've got 4 on that side. There's some pressure on the quarterback.
Quarterback keeps it.
And he's going to hit the sideline. He is at the 50, at the 45, at the 40. He's still on his feet, and now he's going to be tackled. Ball's on the ground. Ball's on the ground. Go, 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 go.
They blew it dead. Cannon Reef picked it up, ready to turn it, and they blew it dead.
Wow. He got lucky. I thought he got knocked out. So they mark it at the 28-yard line. So from the 28, from the 28 to the 28.
Toby Davila. He has been their playmaker all night.
Boy, they had good pressure on him too, and he just made that defensive lineman miss. And once he made that one-man miss, he was able to get to the sideline and go a very long way. That was a 44-yard gain. So 1st and 10 at the 28. Ball's right in the middle of the field. Looking to throw it out to number 1, and Mason's going to bring him down for a big loss.
Mason just kind of stepped over him.
Yeah, he did. So that's going to be a loss of about 4 yards.
Another injury.
And the receiver who caught that ball is a little slow getting up. Might have got the air knocked out of him. So a timeout on the field, loss of 5. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to call it a 5-yard loss. So it's going to bring up 2nd and 15. And it could just be some cramps. We'll see. So 2nd down and 15, balls at the 33-yard line. After that swing pass and that 5-yard loss.
It was a nice hit by Barr.
Yeah, it really was. 49-13 again is your score. We have an update on any of those other scores. Yeah. If you don't mind pulling them up, and we'll get some of those scores on some of the other district games. I think Pleasanton was up pretty big on Poteet. Pleasanton was up on Cole, weren't they? And I think it was Crystal City was up on Poteet.
Jordanton is on Cole.
Okay.
So 52-28 in the third.
Okay.
Jordanton putting it on Cole. Let's see here. We got Fredericksburg 14, Pleasanton 28.
Okay.
Playing at Pleasanton.
I'm sure that makes Mike happy. If you remember, Mike is who did the games with me last year, is a Pleasanton alumni. We're not a big fan of green birds, so Pleasanton, Philadelphia,
Uvalde's losing to Canyon 34-0. KSAT 12 has not updated the Divine game, so I'll have to look for that up on the screen here.
We'll go easy on them since they keep putting us up in the top 5 of the sub 5A.
Yeah, Crystal City 35, Poteet 0 still. I don't think that one's been updated here recently.
That's all our district games, that's for sure.
Yep.
So, all right, so they're going to come back out 2nd and 15. They've helped him off the sidelines. Quarterback keeper up the middle. He's looking for a hole, and he's going the wrong direction, and he's going to be tackled by number 16. Number 16, Lindell Johnson with the tackle.
Literally,
Takes his shoe off literally,
literally a shoestring tackle.
and no gain on the play as he ran east to west on that run. And
a little north.
yeah, very little. So no gains. So let's say 3rd and 15 now. And I don't think he's hurt. I think he's just. Did you see the trainer for Lytle ran out onto the field? She saw the player down all the way on our side. She ran out there, giving it her all. Got 25 yards out on the field just to see that he was putting his shoe on, and you could see her face. She rolled her eyes. She was like, "Come on."
No,
That was
I'm not
funny.
going to tie your shoe for you.
So 3rd down and 15.
Clock is running. 5:40 left in the 3rd quarter.
I think they're probably going to have to use a timeout again. I don't think they have a play in, and there's only 5 seconds left on the play clock. So Lytle uses a timeout. 5:35 remaining. They gave him so much time to
Put the shoe
to
on.
put the shoe on. You would have thought they would have had that play in. I see an update on that score with Poteet. It said 35-12 on our scoreboard. So if you're tuning in, you might have seen that as well. So Poteet's trying to make a game of it, but Crystal City comfortably in command. Going to be a big game next week. It's so important if you can, if there's any way you can make the trip, and trust me, nobody dislikes the drive to Crystal City more than me. Okay, it's not my favorite drive. It's high fence, farm, and ranch the whole way. There's nothing to see. It's not a fun drive by any stretch of the imagination. But
And it's worse in the dark.
it's even worse in the dark on the way home. But it will be really nice when there is a trail of 300 Hondo Owl cars going home all together, making sure we scare off all those deer and all the wildlife, and we're making a nice, safe drive home after a victory. So it's going to be really important if we can get a good crowd to show up in Crystal City and support the Owls next week, because that game has a significant impact on who's going to win district. So 1st and 10 or 3rd down and 15 now. A lot of pressure up the middle.
10.
Knocked to. Oh, that is not a flag.
Pope put his left hand in there and blocked the ball.
How are you calling that a pass interference?
He beat him to the ball.
It's unless he saw something different, unless he was looking at somebody else.
I think they're probably saying he had his hand up on his shoulder.
Oh, they're calling defensive holding. It wasn't pass interference. I know that much. Yeah, so defensive holding is in high school is a 10-yard penalty, so and an automatic 1st down. I don't know who the defensive holding was on. It wasn't on Leighton Pope. He was following behind that receiver, knocked the ball away on the post pattern, and
extended his left arm and hit the ball.
Now, where he threw that flag was kind of where the tight end was trying to come out and near a linebacker, so it could have been right in there, but it definitely wasn't number 13. So 1st and 10, and they're looking to throw it again.
They're going to end zone number 10. Oh.
And did he make the catch?
Yeah, he got it.
He did. So touchdown right over the top of Cannon Reef. Yep. And touchdown in the corner of the end zone by number 10 of the Lytle Pirates. That's his second one. It's Clayton Jopling. And he's actually a freshman, too, so that's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Freshman on freshman. I imagine we'll be seeing a lot of number 10 in the upcoming years. So 49-19, it's a good and bad thing right there.
That's okay.
And let me tell you why it's a bad thing. It's good experience. I hate that we gave up another touchdown to Lytle, but you know what that means? They've got to kick off again.
Yeah. And Pope
and Pope scored 2 touchdowns in this quarter. Is there any chance that they would they kick it to him again? I would think.
I'm detecting squib kick.
I'm thinking kick it out of bounds, give him the ball at the 40. I don't think that went in. Did it?
Yeah, it did.
Oh, wow. I thought it went on the outside. Okay, so extra point is good. 49-20 is your score.
Yeah. Yeah, we're freshmen are getting some experience. We're up 49-20, so we're putting in some of the second string, and it's good for them to get that experience. And I'm sure coach is gonna whisper in Cannon's ear and give him some guidance for the next pass.
This is freshman. He's a freshman, okay? And he was there. It was a really good throw. It was right over it had to be a perfect throw. and number 10 beat into the back of the end zone. So it wasn't like he was burned by 5 or 6
No,
yards.
he
He
was
had
not.
good coverage, and sometimes it's just, I mean, you can't block every pass. There were plenty of passes. Deion Sanders is in the Hall of Fame. He got burned a few times. I promise you, he gave up some touchdowns. Nobody is perfect in this game, and that goes for all sports. I mean, if you think about it, in baseball, if you can hit the ball 3 out of every 10 times, you can be an all-star. 3 out of 10. That's it.
That's what I
So,
love about this year's team, though, is we got 4 freshmen, right? So we're going to be seeing these guys for 3 more years. And you think come their senior year just how awesome their play is going to be.
well, we got a ton of sophomores too. In fact,
Yep.
we even have one. I want to just
Come on,
recognize him
Pope.
real quick. Twister Cluth got called up this year, this game. So this
Yeah.
is his first time to be on the varsity sidelines. Twister number 9, and I'm sure that, man, just being able to be on the field, that's got to be
No,
pretty
yeah.
cool, right? So you got number 13 Pope, and you got
So,
number 14
if you're
Barr.
the kicker back there, you're like, who the heck do I
Yeah,
kick this
the
to?
kicker's like shaking his head, like, I don't want to kick it to 13, but I don't want to kick it to 14. What do you do? Do you just here's what you do: you kick it to
14.
Mason, yeah,
And he said, all right, my turn. Here I go. I'm going to
and
the
he
corner.
goes around the
I'm going to
corner,
cut back.
makes a cutback, gets across the 50 down to the 44-yard line.
All right, number 12. They're throwing flags. We had a little extracurricular activity here on the Hondo side.
Yeah, well, there was some late hits on the other guy on the other team.
Number 12 was continuing to play out of bounds.
So we'll wait to see what they call here.
Might extend Mason's run.
So we've got the ball right now on the Pirate 44, but we're waiting to see if they do offsetting or if they're going to say, they're going to say offsetting.
Yep.
I didn't see Hondo do anything, so.
Yeah, and the crowd does not agree with that either.
No. So offsetting, the ball stay right where it is. Not sure who the owl was that they're saying did anything. I saw the late hit to the helmet on the Lytle Pirate swiping at one of the Hondo Owls, but I did not see anybody hit back. So.
Yeah, by the time my eyes went over there, it was all Lytle.
Yeah, we were watching. It was away from the play. So 1st and 10, Alvarez looking on first down, and
going
he's going
to
overthrown. Good coverage by the cornerback, number 80. They were looking for Mason Barr deep.
Yep.
It was a double move. He ran an out and up and just overthrown. No way he was going to get to that one. So 2nd down and 10. Again, ball's at the 43-yard line. We've got 4:51 remaining here in the third quarter. 49-20, a comfortable lead. Nice 29-point lead, but I'd like it to be bigger. It was only 28 at halftime. It's 35-7.
Mason's coming out. Toppy in. We got the 2 freshmen to the left.
So Colton Alvarez in shotgun formation, and here comes Tapia. And they hand it off to Tapia around the outside. He gets a good stiff arm, gets it out across the 40 down to about the 37. And that's a nice 7-yard run.
Yep, good stiff arm.
So 3rd down and about 3.5. Why are we walking to the 39? The ball's not at the 39. 37. There you go.
There we go. We had those issues a couple.
So
weeks
they're
ago.
gonna make it 2nd down and 4. Yeah, different guys this time. I think they've done a really good job tonight. So 2 tight ends set and waiting for the call. Inside 4.5 minutes now to go. They're going to bring Tapia in motion again, and this time they are going to hand it to him again. He's going to go up the middle. There's some flags. He's going to get the 1st down. Let's see what the flags are. I don't know what he was seeing, or
that flag is pretty close to the sideline.
Yeah, I don't know if it was illegal formation. I'm waiting. And they are calling illegal formation, so I'm not sure. Somebody wasn't on the line that should have been on the line. That's all I can think. So one of the receivers on this side, we had 2 receivers. One of them needed to be on the line and one of them needed to be off. And especially when you send Tapia in motion, you got to have a certain amount of guys on the line of scrimmage And if you don't have enough, then they're going to call that illegal formation every time. So that's a 5-yard penalty. So now instead of 3rd and 4, take away that first down on the nice run by Tapia and make it 3rd and 9. So they're going to bring
Taking
in
Graff out and putting Chiron in.
So Kyron goes to the far side on 3rd and 9. And there's the
Voigt's
snap.
to the left. He's looking. Oh, no.
Oh, throws it a little bit behind the tight end.
He went back for it, had it in his hands.
It hit him in the hands. It was not the easiest catch. And so that's going to bring up 4th and 9.
Couldn't get his feet under him after he turned back to catch it.
I think you go hard snap here and try to maybe get 5 yards out of it, and then you go for it. If you don't get the 5 yards on the hard snap, then I think you punt. So let's see what they do on 4th and 9.
2 left, 1 right.
And there's the offsides.
They did a free play. Here we go.
And that's going to fall incomplete. We've got an offsides on the. We should have an offsides on the defense. I'm not going to ever believe it until now. After I saw that play a couple weeks ago against Bandera.
Yeah.
I'm just like, hold on. I know what I saw, but I got to make sure that the guys in the black and white striped shirts saw the same thing, and they did. So the 5-yard penalty gave us the free play. So that's going to be 4th and 4, and we're going to have the ball now at the 37-yard line. We need to get it down. It looks like the first down marker's right at the 33. So it's a solid full 4 yards that we're going to need. Mason comes back in. Tapia comes out. 2 receiver set, 2 tight end set. And on 3rd and 4, they fake the handoff. Quarterback keeps it. He's gonna get. Is he gonna get it out there? Get across.
Go! They rolled him.
I think he got there.
I
think he got there.
I think he had enough people under him that he's able to roll it over the line.
Yeah. And boy, he kind of got someone grabbed, like almost looked like he grabbed his jersey and just kind of was holding him. He was about a yard short, and he just kept backpedaling and got pushed forward. So
like the e-brake got pulled.
Yeah, we needed 4 yards, and we got 4 and a quarter. Yeah. So first down for the Owls.
All right, here we go. 3:30
and is
left.
Lytle taking a timeout? I'm trying to see what they're doing here.
Again?
Are they questioning the first down? I don't know what. It kind of looks to me like that's what they're doing. They're questioning whether they got the first down or not.
They did call the timeout, so.
Well, they can question it all they want. The ball's at the 37. It's touching the line. That's all it needed to do was touch the line. So 1st and 10 for the Owls right there at the. Actually, it's the 33. That's what they needed to get to, the 33.
Good thing about not having booth review and instant replay in high school.
Yeah. Oh, man. Can you imagine how long these games would take if we had booth reviews or we had instant replay? Oh, I think I would just I think I'd let you take over, Rob. And Rob Laporte's going to take the game from here. I'll just go ahead and go home. I'm already missing the anniversary dinner. I can't imagine how long the games would take if we had to do reviews, especially if they got like 2 each, and if they were both successful, they could get like another one. Oh, it would take forever.
All right, here we go.
All right, 1st and 10 for the Owls at the 33, and they put Mason in motion. Take the snap. It's a little bit high. He's going to keep it. He's going to run it up the middle. He's got good yardage. Going to get all the way down to the 26-yard line. That's a gain of 8.
Yep. Good fake to Mason and just tucked it under and kept moving forward.
Colton's done a really good job. It's been a very good game for him. Very successful. Very positive plays, good throws.
We've seen, again, a few high snaps tonight, but he's handling them well.
So here on 2nd down and short, he's got Mason on his left side. Takes the snap. He's going to fake the handoff. He's looking to throw it. And he throws the slant incomplete. He was looking for number 7, Cade Alvoit. I couldn't tell. It looked like it kind of went through his hands, but it was he hit him like right as he went into the break of the slant.
Yeah.
He might not have had his head around yet.
I don't think he did.
So while it looked like he might have should have caught it, I also think that he threw that just a little earlier than he wanted to. There was a little bit of pressure.
I think so.
So 3rd down and 4. Ball's again at the 27. And fake handoff, quarterback keeper. He's got lots of room. He's out to the 15, to the 10, to the 5.
He's in.
What? And there's a late flag. I'm not sure who it's on. It came out I didn't even see anybody being blocked.
Mason's grabbing his head, wondering what the heck happened. Holding.
And they call holding on Hondo. I didn't see anybody
That was
being
a
held.
late flag.
Boy,
too.
he was already in the
He
end
was in the
zone.
end zone when they threw it.
I think someone got. Honestly, what I think happened was somebody got blocked to the ground. We call that a pancake block, and he just stayed on top of him. He's like, "Look, I'm blocking you. You're on the ground. What do I got to do here?"
Here's some extra maple syrup.
So
All
mark off 10 yards on the run that should have been a touchdown.
We've had a couple of called back tonight,
Haven't we?
we?
That is true. So instead of 3rd and 4, we've got 3rd and 14. Balls all the way back to the 36-yard line. 37, 36. Let's see where they're marking it. And we got to get it down to the 24. So I guess it's at the 37. So let's see what we can do here. 3rd down, 13. Shotgun formation. 2 receivers to the left, 1 receiver to the
throw
right.
It again. He's got to
And
roll out left. A little bit of pressure, a little high on the throw, in and out of Nolan Graff's hands. A little bit high. He tried to go up and catch it.
Wouldn't have been enough for the first down, but it would have been a nice gain and made 4th and short. Now we got 4th and 13, and clock's at 2:21. We still got a lot of game to go. I don't like that this is just a 4-score game. I know that doesn't seem like that much, but Lytle has scored on back-to-back possessions. Let's keep the pressure on them. I don't want to let them have any hope. No hope at all.
When Lytle does score, it's normally a big play.
Let's crush those dreams, and they go with the pooch punt. Lands at the 5.
Oh.
And
Nolan almost got there.
Almost. Went into the end zone.
He needed about 1 more second to get that.
So surprisingly, went for the pooch punt from the 33 or 35, and so now Honda goes back on defense. They're going to get the ball all the way back out at the 20.
It was a good punt by Colton, though.
It really was. It landed at the 5. The only problem was he punted it to the right, and his wide receivers were on the left side of the field, so they had too far to get to it. So they'll take over at their 20-yard line. They're down 49-20. Let's see if the Owls defense can get a stop, get a turnover. It'd be nice. Maybe create a fumble. I'm going to go ahead and say we're going to get a turnover on this set of downs. Low snap.
I think they're going to be working number 10 again, I bet.
And they are throwing it to number 10. Pope was on coverage, and that was overthrown on the deep pass. So 2nd down and 10.
So 10's kind of been their play man in terms of receivers, and 6 has been their playmaker on the ground.
Yep, 6, 5, and 10. Those are their 3 guys. I think 5 might be out injured. He was grabbing a ankle. No, he's back in. Good. He's back in. I think he was cramping earlier in the quarter.
Yep.
So 2nd down and 10. They got 4 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. And they pitch it to number 5. He finds a little hole, and he's going to get tackled. Good tackle there by Pope, and I don't know who else is on top of him right now.
56.
List in blanks. And actually, he is staying on the ground. So he took a pretty good pop. He might just have had the air knocked out of him. So they're going to make that a timeout. 3rd down and 4 when we come back.
He's getting up.
Yeah, I think he just got the air knocked out of him. I really do.
Yeah.
And that was number 5. And he's the same one that was cramping earlier, so he may still have some cramping issues going on. So that's going to bring up a 3rd down after that tackle and gain of 6. 3rd down and 4. Ball's at the 27. They need to get it almost to the 31. And it's just barely touching the 27. So
he got up grabbing his back.
And they're already running the play clock. So the defense needs to get back out on the field.
Let's go. They are lined up.
I'm like, what's going on? Why are we not on the field? They're ready to go.
Why are they taking advantage of it?
And
6 is going to throw. And
incomplete.
In and out of 10's hands. Pope was on top of him.
Yep, and that's going to bring up 4th down and 3.5. And be a little surprising if they decided to go for it from here, but I haven't seen any signs of a punt yet, so we're just waiting to see. 4th down, they need to get to the 31, and there comes a punt team. They've come close to having a couple punts blocked. Mason is he has returned one, hasn't he, for a touchdown, or did he get called back on a flag? I think
that got called back.
So Mason with another chance. to score on the special teams. He's standing back at his own 43-yard line. Probably needs to step up a couple yards. We've come close to blocking one, so
Number
let's
5
see.
is their punter, so keep an eye on them. Delay game.
Delay a game on, so that's going to push him back
back
a little bit further. So maybe Mason stands more closer to midfield now. Let's see. You know, I'm glad that they got 5-yard penalty because on 4th and 3 like that, if they tried to go a hearts count and get us off sides, they could have got an easy first down. Now if we jump, it's not going to hurt quite so bad. 4th and 8.
Especially with number 5 being.
Good snap, a lot of pressure. It is blocked. Somebody get on that ball.
Get on it, Cannon.
There's a touchdown. Who got it? Hey, Pope got it.
Pope got another touchdown.
I think that was Lyndell Johnson that got the block. I think that was number 16.
Oh.
Let me verify who that was that blocked it.
It was a block by Lyndell.
Lyndell Johnson with the punt block and recovered in the end zone by Leighton Pope, his 3rd touchdown, 3rd special teams touchdown. He's having himself a game, isn't he?
There were 3 Hondo Owls chasing that ball through the end zone. I saw Cannon Reef back there too, so good job just to jump on the ball.
Extending to the record books, there's the extra point, and it is good. There's a flag. I'm not sure who the flag was on. Looks like it's on one of the Lytle Pirates. So 56-20 with 1:02 left here in the 3rd quarter. And how about scoring 3 times in a game and not scoring on offense? How about just 2 kickoff returns and also a punt block recovery in the end zone?
That's awesome.
So a personal foul on Lytle, that'll be assessed on the kickoff. So instead of kicking from the 40, we should be kicking from the Lytle 45, I think. We'll have to see. They haven't placed the ball out there yet, but the Owls comfortably in command, 56-20. 1:02 remaining. I said they had been close. They got close a couple times.
And you called it, and they got it.
So nice to see them get the block. 1:02 remaining. Great job by the entire Hondo Owl team. Special teams has had a great game. The offense has looked really good, and the defense has come through when needed. So 56-20 is your score. Again, we are looking forward to next week. Man, I cannot wait. I've never said this before, but I cannot wait to drive down to Crystal City.
They are the competition this season for sure.
It is Javelina season, right? Is that who they are? The Crystal City Javelinas? Is that right?
Oof.
I want to say that's what it is. So
don't get me lying.
I could be wrong, but I'm like I tell my wife, I'm usually not.
You've only been wrong once, maybe.
Yeah.
Let's see if there's any update on that. Crystal City's. Nah. KSAT 12's not updating. All right. Crystal's there is 35-12 over Poteet at halftime.
Wow. So I'm sure that game's got to be a little bit further along than that, but Crystal City's going to get their victory, and they have Hondo circled just like we have them circled. So it's going to be a good game.
Deep kick.
Nice
in
kick.
The end zone.
Almost through. He tried.
He almost, put it through the
He
posts.
was trying to put it through the uprights from the 45, and he just barely missed. So that would be a 55-yard kick if he would have been able to put it through. So the Owls now go back out on defense after the special teams touchdown, the 3rd special teams. And don't forget, we had one called back because of a blindside block, or we would have had 4 special team touchdowns in this game.
Yeah.
We have 2, though. Mason had one called back on a punt return. Or no, his was on a kick return, too, wasn't it?
There's been so many, I can't remember, John.
Really, I think it was on a punt. I really do. So
all right,
clock's running now inside a minute.
Starting to see some new jerseys out on the field.
56-20 is their score.
Get some experience under these younger players.
They're missing a player, and so they're going to have to use another timeout probably. Let's see.
2, 1. They got it.
Oh, they had guys moving all over the place. So
swing pass again.
Swing pass for -2 yards, and that'll be the last play of the 3rd quarter unless they want to run another play. and I
I
can't
got
I
bu-
can't imagine that they want to.
I got buddies texting me saying this is the longest third quarter ever.
It really has been. There's no doubt this has been a very long third quarter. I can't believe we still have to play the fourth, but 56 points on the board already.
Yeah, ladies and
And
gentlemen, there's still 12 minutes of football left.
yeah, we're not. Trust me. And how would you like to be a parent of a band member, Rob? How's that feeling right
I
now?
am.
Because the band's gonna play after the game is over. So if you wanna hear the Mighty Owl Band perform their entire set that they're gonna be performing tomorrow, well then you got to stay after this game to see it. And if I can talk James into putting the camera on and turning it that way, I will do it. I don't have any any family
You've
members
got
in
no
the
dogs in this
no
hunt.
no dog in this hunt, no dog in this race. So I will be heading home to try to make up for the fact that I just missed my whole anniversary. So
I
I'm gonna.
get one bonus out of this, Jonathan. Colby and them are here, so
I saw that. I
will
saw
get
that
to
you've
see
got.
them.
I saw, and it was kind of cool that we got to see our granddaughter.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure they've probably already
I bet
vacated the
she's
premises.
probably getting a bath at home.
Yeah,
Right now.
that would be my guess too. But yeah, kind of cool. It's always nice. I know I saw Kobe's got his son down here too, and his daughter-in-law. So, and like I said, I see a lot of faces that aren't usually in Honda that just came in for this game, and I can't remember them all, but I saw a couple of classmates of mine. I saw Brandon was here with his husband. I saw Jane. I think well, I don't even want to say her last name because if I'm wrong, oh man, that would be really bad. But I just remember them all from high school, so I remember everybody's last name before they got married, not after. But Jane's here. It was good to see her, and I know she's living over in I think Brady now, uh, and I know she's got a bunch of huge boys that play football over there. Every time I see her Facebook posts, so that was nice of her to make the trip down here to see some of our classmates from '95 and we saw so many of at the end of the first quarter, I think we saw about 20 or 30 from the class of 1975 down there on the in the end zone. So a really good turnout and reunion for some of the classes. First down and 10 now with 11 and a half minutes, and they run a play out to the side. It goes for about 6 yards. There's another flag and another flag. They're throwing flags all over the place. Unfortunately, there's some extracurricular activities. I don't think Lytle's real happy with how this game has gone. There's holding against Lytle, so that's going to go back 10. So they had a nice 6-yard gain. Yep, move it back. So make it first down and 20. The ball's going to be down at the 30-yard line.
Still got a pretty good crowd here, Jonathan.
Yeah, and hopefully they're going to keep this clock rolling. There's not really reason on an incomplete pass to stop it when I don't know what the actual rules are, how bad of a blowout it has to be, but it's kind of a little bit of a mercy to let that clock run.
Yeah.
So clock running inside 11. They're looking for swing passes, and they find one back to number 10 again, and he's going to get hit by a couple linemen. They get maybe 8 of their 10 back off that penalty, so second down and 12. They have thrown it to number 10, their freshman receiver, quite a bit in the second half. He's had a very good game.
Primary receiver. Slow again to get their play calls in.
Yeah, they're not a fast offense, that's for sure. So second down and 12.
2 to the right.
It's about
2
time
to
for
the
a
left.
sack. I sure would like to see Mason get in there and get a sack.
I want to be able to call Weimer's name.
That'd be kind of cool, too. He's had a good game. So has Liston. Liston's been in there a lot. There's a snap looking for the quick pass out to number 1. He makes one man miss, makes 2 men miss, and he's going to gain maybe 6 yards. Another late flag. And it was by somebody who wasn't even out near the ball. So that's the thing I have a problem with on that particular play. They're going to say that was a late hit. There was a referee right on the ball where the tackle was made, and he was just marking the spot. He saw the whole thing was right in front of him, and the back judge from 20 yards behind the play makes the call. And I'm like, come on, dude.
Probably
if
'cause
the guy that just saw it, that it happened right in front of, didn't see a penalty, then how did you see a penalty?
Because I think all he saw was number one was almost up in the bleachers
Well,
when he finally finished
we
rolling.
don't have a whole lot of room on our sidelines, and
Yeah.
so it doesn't take much of a hit to get pushed into the crowd. I mean, to get pushed into your
Sideline.
sidelines. So I'm like, come on. So they call a penalty on the Owls. They get a 1st and 10 now at the Owl 44.
Got that
They come out with a
trips on us,
trips on
yep.
the right. They come one wide receiver far left. Low snap. He's looking to throw it into a lot of traffic. Finds a man over the middle for a nice gain. Out to about.
Ooh, who made
Ball's
that?
on the ground. Ball's on the ground. Did they get it in bounds?
I see. It's in Hondo's hands.
It definitely was knocked out.
56 came up with it. It was a good hit. I didn't get to see the number of who.
Wow,
made the hit.
they're saying it's Lytle ball.
Whoever it was laid the wood to him.
Somebody hit a receiver over there that made the whole crowd gasp. Yeah, he was over there dancing, and somebody came in flying and put him on his back.
They need to go see Dr. Jacobs tomorrow.
Or Dr. Windrow or somebody. So they come out quads to the left. I mean, they're running spread offense, trying to make something happen, and they do a little pitch, and it goes for -1. Mason Martinez and Rudy Alvarado with the stop on that handoff. And so 2nd down and 12. They're going to make that a 2-yard loss.
Weimer's is coming in.
And Weimers is going to give Rudy a breather. Rudy's had a really good game. So
I'm
Rudy,
calling it. Weimer's going to get a big one on this.
I think this is going to be a Weimers, huh? I feel like we're going to get an interception here. I don't know who's going to get it. I just feel like we're getting close. So 2nd down and 12. They got trips to the left this time. I don't even feel like they're set. They're all moving around. How is that not a flag? They throw it deep
to number 10.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Garcia was on the coverage of number 10.
And that wide receiver's down on the ground still.
He's doing the scoop.
I don't know if that was number 10 that was intended for or not. I don't know who that is.
Yeah, it's 10.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I think he's just cramping. So 3rd down and 12 after that incomplete pass. 56-20 is your score. They're letting a lot of stuff slide right now just because it's the end of the game and their receivers weren't even set for that play. So 3rd down and 12, 56-20, 8:46 remaining in the game. I want to thank our sponsors one more time. Z-Smart, Medina Electric Co-op, C&W Fuels, Texan Bank, Medina Regional Hospital, Hondo and Herald, State Farm and Cameron Garcia, and Hermanson Steakhouse. Thank you guys so much. We also want to thank everybody who made the trip down here to Hondo to celebrate a class reunion. If you're here from the class of 1995, 1975, 85, whichever year you are, I know that we saw the class of 75 had quite a few of their members out there on the field between quarters in the beginning of the first half of the game, and when they got recognized. And I know class of 95 is meeting tomorrow at the community center, right smack dab in the middle of Oktoberfest going on that same street. I think we've got it reserved, I think, starting at 6 o'clock. I know Paul Arredondo is making some really good food for us. I know Aiken for Bacon has donated some macarons that they made, and I saw them all decorated saying Hondo Owls and Class of 95. So hopefully everybody's able to enjoy those and get to talk about some good times back from the early 90s and the mid-90s when life was so much easier, Rob.
Yeah. But you're making me feel old because, see, I graduated A&M in class of 95.
Oh,
so.
Well, that makes you old. Yes, you are old. I'm still able to say I'm only 40-something. And what that number is after the 4, it doesn't matter. I'm 40-something.
Uh-huh.
You, my friend, are not.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
And that's another reason we need that clock to run. My buddy here needs to get to bed.
That's right.
So 3rd and 12. Lytle with the ball at the 36-yard line, trying to find a way to get some scores. They need a lot of them. They're down 36. All right, here we go. 3rd and 12.
All right.
Clock
We got
is
5.
running.
We got 6. We got
6 is at quarterback. He's looking. He's got 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. He puts his man in motion,
number 1. He's kind of been hot here lately.
and they
They
fake the
fake it.
handoff, looking to
6
throw
is
it.
throwing.
And again,
Number 5.
nobody stays with number 5. He's taken down at the
Ball.
first
Ooh.
down marker,
Yeah. Ball came out after he hit the ground.
and that's going to be first down.
Number 16 was in on the hit.
Yeah, the linebacker and the cornerback are coming up to the quarterback instead of staying with that back out of the backfield. Somebody's got to stay back, and so that back out of the backfield just keeps getting open from about 8 yards out, and then he just runs the rest of the way for the first down. So 1st and 10, ball's at the 24. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Fake the handoff, looking to throw. They find the man in the flat, and he's about to get hit by a handful of Owls. All the way on the other side. I know Weimer's is there.
Weimer's there.
I'm trying to see who else is down there.
Getting off the ground. Number 24.
That would be Andrew Tapia. So
Mhm.
2nd down and 5 after the 5-yard pass. Clock inside 7.5 minutes now. We're here at Berry Field. It's a beautiful, beautiful day to be Hondo Owl.
We've had some fun games to watch this season. The Owls have developed each game, Jonathan. They're getting just a little bit better. Speaking of Medina Regional Hospital.
Yeah. And quarterback keeper, he's got a little bit of room. And he's going to be taken down at the 6-yard line. Nice tackle there by Cannon Reef, saving the touchdown. So that's going to be 1st and goal at the, I think they're going to mark it at the 6.
In the blue zone.
The Owls now going to be moving to 2-0 in district play, 6-1 on the season.
That one loss was 1 point to Bandera.
It was I want to say it was a heartbreaking game. It sucked because we were right there, had a chance to win at the very, very end, and things just didn't go our way, but that's okay. If you're going to lose one, let it be a non-district game.
All right, they're speeding their play up now.
And
Nice defense.
Would have been intercepted by, I think that's number
16
that was going to come up with the interception. Yep. That's Lindell Johnson. He read it perfectly, but unfortunately, so did the up man, which I think was A.J. Knight, and they both turned for the ball at the same time and actually ran into each other and knocked the ball out of their own hands. So that potential interception turns into a incomplete pass, so 2nd down.
Yeah, they're definitely speeding up their play now.
A little bit too late. They put a man in motion. Fake the handoff. It's going to be quarterback keeper.
He's looking for the green.
He finds the end zone.
He got it.
It was a good run by the quarterback, and that's number 6. He's one of their better players. We talked about him a little bit earlier, Toby Diavola, and he finds the end zone for the touchdown. So 56-26. We've got 6 minutes and 19 seconds to go. We've got the extra point they're getting set up for. He's missed one. He's had one blocked. So this is no given. There's a snap, the hold, the kick is up, and I think he squeezed it through. He did.
Good kick.
So 56-27, 29-point lead for the Owls, 6:19 remaining. And that gives the Owls one more chance to see if they can set a new record. I doubt we've ever had 3 kick returns in one game. I know we've never had 2 by one person because we found out just a little while ago that Leighton Pope will be putting his name in the record books because he has returned 2 kicks in the 3rd quarter of this game, one from 88 and one from 90.
And covered up a punt block in the end zone.
Recovered a punt block in the end zone. He's been in the end zone 3 times, but none of them have been at wide receiver. So 3 special teams touchdowns and all recovered by number 13, who had a big part in it. So 56-27 is the score right now, and I believe he's going to be on the field and have a chance to do it one more time. Just waiting for them to get out there.
Still got 6 minutes left in this game. So 56-27. We got some scores here. Jordanton, oh, look like Cole was making a comeback. Pull that score up. Crystal City 48, Poteet 12.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And look, Twister got in. That's kind of cool. He's going to be one of the upbacks. So congratulations to Twister Cluth, who's getting a little playing time now. Also, one of the upbacks is number 11. That's Gilbert Luna. But back deep, you've got Kyron, and you've got number 13, Leighton Pope. And they're going to go for the onside kick, and it's going to be recovered by the Owls. Good job there.
Good job. Who got that?
That's A.J. Knight, who didn't leave his post and was watching.
Job. Looks like Cole's making a little comeback. Oh, no, it's a final. They lost 58-42, but they definitely...
They started playing a little bit harder at the end. They kind of did that against us, too. Of course, it was against backups, but they didn't make it that close. 58-42. That's 100 points scored in that game, but that was a lot of fun. We've had 83 in ours.
Yep. Lavernia made a comeback. They won 25-15. I know they're always in that top sub 5A category.
So we've got some new faces on offense now. I see number 10, Krista Luna. Looks like he's at quarterback, and it looks like the sophomore Twister Cluth is lined up at running back right now. So they just throw him right in there, huh?
Hold on, we got to get alignment out here. Oh, wait, now
3, 4, 5, 6,
back
7,
in.
8, 9, 10. Now we have 12 players. That's not going to work.
Timeout.
Yeah. You can't have 12 players on offense, so somebody has to come out. There were just two. Everybody wants to play.
Yeah.
All the offensive linemen are like, I want to play. I want to play.
Yep, you got a bunch of new jerseys out there.
We'll try to recognize them all as soon as we get them all lined up. We'll let you know who's in and who's not.
Also see a lot of pink jerseys out in the audience tonight as well. You know, October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, so good to see that actually the entire Lytle cheerleading squad is wearing pink tonight. All right, 6:16 left in this game, 56-27. All right, looks like Hondo is ready to play now.
And new quarterback is Krista Luna. Also, the running back is Twister Cluth. And quarterback is going to keep it. He's going to run up the middle. He's going to bounce outside. He's got a little bit of positive yardage. A little late hit there.
Got about half of it.
Big nice 5-yard gain on first down for number 10. Also in, let's see, who else we got? At wide receiver, I see Gilbert Luna. It's at wide receiver next to number 12, Nolan Graff.
Wasn't that our first game when we had a Luna de Luna?
Yeah, we did have a Luna de Luna connection. Philip Cranfield's playing wide receiver on the far side. Quarterback keeper again. And he's going to get pretty close to a first down.
I think they're going to give it to him.
Let's see. I think he's going to be yards short. And we've got a owl down on the field. We don't want that. We're just trying to get through the game. Nobody getting hurt. So I don't know if he might have got a twisted ankle in there or he might be cramping. We don't know what it is. So hopefully he's able to shake that off. I think that's number 55, Sherrell's Maxey. So we'll take a quick timeout. They've helped him up off on his feet, and he's actually walking off on his own. So that's good.
That's good. Flag's starting to move, John. We're getting some wind on the field.
Well, yeah, there's a little bit of breeze up there. I think there might actually be a very small cold front coming through. And when I say small,
2 degrees.
My wife was telling me the weather for the rest of the week, starting next week. And I think she said Monday there's going to be like a low of 59. And I was like, that's awesome. And then she goes, but the high is 91. And I was like, no. You can't give me good news like that and then just blow it out of the water and be like, and it's the hottest day. It's going to be it's the coolest night we're going to have, and it's going to be the hottest day we're going to have. So 3rd and 1, Owls ball at the 43. They're going to show a little blitz up the middle. but that's not going to be enough to
First
stop the first
down.
down. 3 consecutive runs for the backup quarterback, number 10, and he gets the first down and moves the chains. Chris Luna with 3 carries in a row. First and 10 at the 40-yard line for the Owls. Shotgun formation, 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. High snap. He hands it off to
There we go,
Twister, and he
and he's
gets some nice
twisting.
yards.
Twister twisted 9 yards.
Yeah, nice. Some good moves.
He's pumped up. He's ready for the next play.
Yeah. So Twister Cluth for 8 yards.
All right.
Second down and 2.
Got Luna, Graff over here on the right. Got Cranfield over on the left.
Clock running inside 4.5 minutes.
The Luna quarterback.
Weimer still in there at tight end to help block. Letting that clock run down. No need to call a play until it's inside 5. And it's going to be a quarterback keeper. He makes a nice cut, makes another nice cut. Stiff arm.
Got the first down
inside
and
the 25 down to the 21-yard line. A nice run on second down and short.
12 yards.
Clock runs. We're almost in the blue zone again. Be nice to see one of the backups get into the end zone if it can be possibly done.
You know they want it bad.
First and 10 now at the 22-yard line.
I suspect we're going to keep running it, though.
No reason to not. Again, inside 340. First and 10, shotgun formation. Are they handing it to Twister, or are they going to follow him up the hole by DeLuna? Let's see. Snap goes through his hands. And he's going to run and get it out to the 20, to the 15. Did not think he was going to be able to turn that into positive yards, but he did.
7 yards on that? 7, 8?
So first down, broken play, and he turns it into at least 6. Good to see number 55 is coming back out, so he's all right. Wouldn't be bringing him back into the game if he was hurting, so Sherells Maxey gets back out there.
Same players staying out on the receivers.
You got TJ Stanukinos now at left tackle. You got Spicer Sigmund is in there.
Twister remains in and running
Mark
back.
Hernandez handed off to Twister. Finds a little hole.
Through.
He's down inside the 5. He's down to the 4. That's a first and goal for the Owls.
He just kept his legs moving as he was getting hit, and he kept picking up positive yardage.
That's a sophomore, folks. Twister Clue, sophomore running back. Getting a little action. First taste of varsity, and he's got a chance to maybe get his first touchdown. That'd be pretty cool.
First and goal on
2.5 minutes to go.
I bet they give it to him again.
And they do hand it to him.
And he's
he's at the 1.
They're Lytle.
Oh, they said he fumbled.
Oh, he fumbled.
Oh no!
Right at the
line. 1 yard line. He was so close.
He was trying to get it in the end zone. He
Tried to reach.
He was excited. Lytle hit him and got the ball.
I think he was trying to reach that ball across, and it's literally at the half-yard line.
Yeah.
So the defense coming out. Now the defense maybe can get a safety or do something special. Let's see what they can do. 2 minutes, 18 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. Some of the Hondo faithful are heading home. For those over 50, it's bedtime. Well, not all over 50, sorry.
See a lot of freshmen out there still. It's good to see them get that experience.
2:18 remaining, 56-27. Just try to get out of this game. Last 2 minutes, no injuries. Get a stop here.
We'll have the 2-minute timeout coming up.
Quarterback keeper up the middle. It's going to get up to the 5-yard line, and there is a flag. I think there might have been some movement before, or possibly the Owls were lined up off sides. Let's see what they see over there on the far side.
Well, if it's a false start,
no, they called it offsides. So, yeah, it wasn't going to go any further back. It was about as close to the goal line as it could get. So 5 yards. Paul's at the 6-yard line now, 1st and 5.
2-minute timeout.
Are we not going to stop it for 2 minutes? Okay, even better.
Because of the score?
Yeah.
That quarterback had lots of time back there.
And he finds some room to run. He's going to run out of bounds at the 25.
Graff was loading up to hit him, and he just stepped out of bounds.
Very smart.
But he had plenty of time back there in his own end zone. I couldn't find the receiver and just took it out to the left side and took it down the sideline to the 25-yard line.
All right, so 1st and 10 at the 25 now. Clock running inside a minute and a half. Just trying to get to the end of this game injury-free. Low snap. They throw a pass outside.
Number 5.
How is that not holding? He got tackled. A.J. Knight's ought to ask for dinner and a movie the way he was being manhandled over there.
1:15 left.
Let that clock run. Why are we stopping the clock?
He ran out of bounds.
I know, but with a minute, if we're canceling the 2-minute timeout, we might as well not stop it if they run out of bounds. All right, 2nd down, 7. Brings a man in motion. Fakes the handoff, quarterback keeper. And he takes a big hit right at the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets one.
Number 44 in on that tackle.
Nice tackle there. That is Colby Evans, another sophomore.
Good to call his name tonight.
Who's over there
doing
yelling?
all that yelling?
I don't know. I heard somebody yelling too. I'm like, who's getting kicked out? All right, looking to throw. Lots of time.
Deep
Throws it out of bounds.
to the cheerleaders.
They were not making an effort to catch that ball. They were like all getting out of the way.
Got another injured player for Lytle over on the sideline.
So bring up 4th down and 6. Clock's got 39 seconds. We just trying to get to the end of the game. Like I said, we were just moments away. We want to thank our sponsors one more time. Z-Smart, Medina Electric Co-op. Man, if I knew they were open, I don't know what time they close. I'm going to have to get their hours. It might be worth going over there to get something right after this game.
You need to make sure they got the game on over there.
That's a good point,
we've requested boba.
That's a good point. Z-Smart, Medina Electric Co-op, C&W Fuels, Texan Bank, Medina Regional Hospital, Hondo Amber Herald, State Farm in Cameron Garcia, and Hermanson's Steakhouse. I was a little upset I couldn't make it over to Hermanson's before the game with my class of 95. I watched them getting the famous pepper steaks. Everybody was getting their pepper steak, and I was having to just shake some hands and kiss some babies and then run out because we had to get over here to the game. But no hard feelings. We'll get some good barbecue tomorrow.
With the price of beef these days, you got to take a loan out.
Yeah, I know. 4th down and 6 there in punt formation. I imagine if bad snap, ball's on the ground, and somehow he got rid of it.
Quack.
Goes out of bounds at midfield. I don't think anybody was expecting. Nobody was really rushing. Everybody was like, well, just pick it up and kick it. We just want to get to the end of the game. The Owls are one snap away, just going to take a knee here, and that should be the end of the ball game. Ball's going to be about the midfield.
Yep. Yeah, just a reminder, the band's going to play after the game because of the homecoming festivities during halftime. But just a reminder, please come out and support the band tomorrow, 5:45 for their UIL regional competition. Announcements will be at 6 to determine if they move on to area, which we highly suspect they will for their 37th year in a row. But please come support your band. They work so very hard. And
it's a really good show. It really is.
They don't always get the credit for the amount of work they put in. So just show the band some love and come out and support Hondo after that. I think we're going to be going over Oktoberfest after that and going down the street and supporting some of the local vendors and local restaurants.
Come by and see us, buddy. We'll be at the community center. It'd be good to see you. Owls one snap away. We're just waiting for that snap and somebody take a knee. And Luna waiting for the snap, takes it, hits a knee, and that's the ball game.
And our Owls
56-27, a nice 29-point lead. 29-point win, and guess what, folks? We are undefeated in district, 6-1 on the season. We've got Crystal City in our sights, and again, I'm pretty sure that's the Javelinas, and we'll be heading to Crystal City. We want you to come join us. If you can drive down to Crystal City, Let's support the Owls the best that we can. It's going to be a big game. It's going to be a tough matchup. It's going to be a good one. There's some really good players on Crystal City. We'll talk about them during the coaches show if you want to tune in on Wednesday evening. We should have that on air for you. It might be Thursday if we don't have it. It always depends if there's a parade or anything like this week. The parade pushed it back to Thursday, but look for the coaches show on Facebook. You can find it. You'll be able to find that link on HABA. We'll share the information that we have with Coach. Myself and Coach Templin will talk about Crystal City, what to expect. We'll talk about the Owls and what we can expect there. And it's a big game next Friday in Crystal City. We're going to be driving down there. Come make the drive with us. But if you can't, we are going to bring you all the action, and we do have permission to bring road games video to you. So it's not going to just be our voices. You'll be able to actually see the plays, see the game. So Crystal City, Hondo Owls for the district lead. They're
That's
the
right.
only two teams undefeated
right.
so far in district. So one of those
Big
teams
game.
is going to have a huge commanding lead to win district. And it'd be really cool if it's the Hondo Owls. So please come support us. Let's pack those
Yeah.
stands in
And
blue and white.
Jonathan, if I'm Coach Templin having to give out a game ball or a bear trap award, whatever they're calling, I'd have a hard time not giving one to Leighton Pope again. I think he had a fantastic game, broke the record, as we've talked about several times tonight. Mason Barr still had a fantastic game, both sides of the ball.
See you later, brother.
Colton Alvarez, as always, showing leadership at the quarterback position.
I mean, we really didn't. I mean, think the only turnover we had was the late fumble in the end,
Yeah.
right at the goal line. It was we've been taking care of the ball, and that's really what's been the difference in the last couple games in district play. If we're going to go down to Crystal City and we're going to win, we have got to take care of the football. We've got to avoid the turnovers. We need to avoid the penalties, cut some of those late penalties. You can get away with in a game like this, but I think when we go against Crystal City, it's going to have to be clean. So,
What do they
and
say?
Crystal,
Level up, right?
I got to tell you, when we used to play Crystal City, it was always a dirty game.
Yeah,
I mean, it
I've
just
heard that.
always was.
I've heard
They've
that.
always played a little bit below the belt. So we're going to have to keep our heads about us, make sure we don't let them trick us into coming, retaliatory penalties. And we're going to have to play a really, really strong game from start to finish. I believe we can win that game.
I do too.
And I really think it's important that we have a strong showing of support. And that's the great thing about this beautiful town of Hondo, because it is God's country and we travel well.
Yep.
And whether we're supporting the band, the volleyball, the football team, whatever it might be, we support our own, and I really think we'll have a great crowd. But if you can't make it, like I said, Kobe Twilliger and I will be bringing you that game live next week on Friday night, Crystal City, Hondo Owls, and it's going to be for the district lead. There's a good chance it's for the district championship because
That's right.
those two teams are really 1-2. Jordan's pretty good too, but Jordan's already lost to Crystal City, and I'm expecting Jordan when they come to Hondo. I'm really hoping we're going to smoke them in a couple of weeks. But first things first, let's take care of Crystal City.
Yeah, I look forward to calling the Jordan game with you here in 2 weeks. And
We only got one more home game. We got a couple more road games,
Yep.
so it's
Halloween night.
Yeah, that's
next
right.
home game.
If you want to watch a game in Hondo on Berry Field, you're gonna have to wait till Halloween. So
Yep.
that'll be a fun one, guys. I'm Jonathan Aiken. Rob, any final thoughts?
I've said most of it already. I think Coach Templin and the staff are just doing a great job with this team, getting them ready every single game. Tough week to stay focused, as we talked about for homecoming, but
It was.
I think they proved to Coach that hey, we had fun and we stayed focused, Coach. We came home with a win.
And for all the alumni that came back to Hondo, we sure appreciate seeing you. It's always good when you get to travel back to the town that you grew up in and get to see old faces and familiar faces. And it was really good to see a lot of them today. And I'm looking forward to kind of walking around in the crowd and seeing a few more. So I'm Jonathan Aiken. This is Rob Laporte for James Estes, for Kobe Twilliger, for Jeff Berger, for the whole crew up here, guys. We appreciate you tuning in. We are going to be in Crystal City next week. Remember, we'll be able to bring you the video if you can't make it to the game, but we really do encourage you to make that drive. As much fun as that drive is to Crystal City, it's going to be a good one, and it's going to be a sweet ride home when we get that victory. I'm Jonathan Aiken. We're out. Hondo Owl football. See you next week.